Oh, hold up, guys. Hold up. Jesus.
It is that time, folks.
I know you like that song, but Jesus.
Welcome to the Legion's Lair.
I am Brad Jones, broder of Bjorngard.
Mike Casper, Emir Caspar.
And I'm Curtis of YouTube.
Curtis of YouTube.
The Gauntlet
is inevitable.
The Gauntlet. So before we go into anything, tell us a little bit about the Gauntlet. How far you've went and how far you have to go.
This would be my 9th show since Saturday. I got to go through Friday. So got a few more shows left. Was challenged by Purple Gang to be on a show every day, but that would only be 7 shows. We're going to go for at least 14 shows by the time it's all said and done. So
that's a lot of shows.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier on how you find time to do it, but you're able to get a little bit of time by working at home, correct?
Yeah, working from home definitely helps, and not having much of a life also.
I mean, it is
Curtis. Mythics is life, Curtis.
That's true. That's true. I mean, in fairness, like all these shows on this list, if I wasn't on the show, I would have been watching it anyway. So, it didn't really take any more time to be on it than it did to watch it.
Nice. Well, Curtis, we have you on, buddy. We want to know, basically, we do the news during this section. We want you to do the news for us because you've been on every show. You know what's going out there in the world of Legions. Hit us.
Well, obviously, just had IshCon not too long ago. We still got the pre-order going for the newest Cosmic Wave, which looks absolutely fire. Soon we've got the in-stock sale coming up with the Heavy Gunner. I'm guessing that's going to probably be a pretty heavily Cosmic in-stock sale. So not sure the exact date on that. We're getting really close to Legions Con. I know tomorrow I'll be on Jeremy's show and we're going to talk a little bit about all the festivities. I know he put that little calendar of events for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday out there. And it's jam-packed, man. There is a ton of stuff to do that weekend. So it should be a pretty fun conversation tomorrow night.
It is. Legions Con just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. And when I saw the events, we also have a couple shows going on too. Is it Shooting the Shelf or is it Off-World?
It's a / Shooting Shelf and Off-World. We did it last year to close out the convention, and it was just a lot of fun. We stationed ourselves like right there in the hallway as people were going to the bathroom, and then we would just pull them on camera, and they had no choice. So we caught them as they were trying to pee. That'll be fun.
So literally caught them with their pants down.
Yeah.
So, and then we have Purple Gang and My Wife's Gonna Kill Me. Both.
Yeah, and there's another one too, Double Jointed, which I think is Schmerbers. Looks like that's on Saturday as well. So.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
So Greg's doing a show. Nice.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's going to be several others that'll probably be recording some things. Euro Legions usually does something. Lounge. I'm sure you guys and the ladies will be doing something. It'll be busy. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on.
Nice.
I know last year me and Mike talked about doing stuff. We actually thought about basically what you guys did on Sunday is what we kind of wanted to do. We're like, why don't we just go down in the lobby and do something? And it's like, you get so caught up with everybody and doing stuff. Like sometimes it's overwhelming and you're just transitioning from one thing to the next that it gets to the point where like and I hate to say it, you forget about the people at home.
Yeah.
And you're just enjoying yourself. And then sometimes I'm like, dude, I bet you there's people at home who would probably like to see this. I should have probably went live and did something. So I'm so glad that you guys did something on Sunday, because me and Mike and Reynolds Cruz were actually driving back
and listening,
and then we were listening, and it actually made the trip a lot better or easier, getting home at that point. Because you're leaving and you feel sad that you're leaving, you just had fun with all your friends and whatnot, and here, let me take this down.
Well, the weekend goes by so quick, so it was nice to kind of stage that little thing and do that at the end, because we were pulling people on stage and just asking them to recount like their favorite moments of the convention, and that was a lot of fun. And obviously you guys came up quite a bit, because that the reveal for you guys was a very emotional time in that room. Everybody was just floored with the how great the Horsemen are, and the tributes to you guys, and the emotion that you guys had with it. It was just an amazing experience. So
I
mean, there's Broder behind us. You can't really see him, but he's there. I mean, Pauldron's just trying to come out everywhere, but yeah, it was great. I mean, Mike's is cool too. There, you can look. Mike's is always there in the middle.
Well, and that's the thing. With the company itself, them doing these tributes, they really connect with the fans. I mean, I don't think there's another company out there that even comes close. You look at David Williams. There's no holds barred on this stuff. I mean, he got his own custom as a tribute. It's crazy. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, nobody in this community really deserves a tribute. I mean, that's just not something that toy lines normally do. But it says something about the Horsemen, that they're so connected to this community, and so as they're making these characters, they go, you know what, this character kind of reminds us of this person, or this character reminds us of that person. Let's make that a tribute for them, and it speaks volumes about them as a company. They're so good and just connected to the community. I mean, you go to these conventions like IshCon, and they had practically the whole studio there, and they're just hanging out in the lobby with folks. And I mean, you don't see that with like Hasbro as execs and Mattel execs just hanging out and having drinks with the fans. So
nothing blew me away more than Saturday night. I was tired. I mean, Saturday night, I think it was like maybe 2:20 in the morning or more. And there's Eric Treadway with Israel Ramirez and Nate Barch, and they're all like in a circle, and the Meta Traveler guys are there. And I just remember walking by going, I don't want to go to bed.
Yeah.
These guys are sitting here. Like, when do you get to like just hang out all night with these guys? It really was cool.
It is difficult because the weekend goes so fast, and then you're going to be back in your everyday reality and stuff, and so you want to soak it all up. But yeah, it is important to make sure you eat right, you get some, make sure you're drinking water, make sure you get enough sleep, and sometimes those things are hard to do when you're just having so much fun talking to people. So
it goes by quick. It does. Cherish all the time you have, because it goes by quick.
Yeah.
Nice. We got any other news?
Other than that, like I said, you got the end of the month for the 20% off.
Big thing this week. I'm running the gauntlet, but also apparently Cornboy's running a gauntlet. He was on New to Mythics on Sunday, and now he's going to be on Legion's Ladies to our Thursday. So yeah, Cornboy's running a little mini CB gauntlet. So,
well, I watched Greg's show with Cornboy, and I learned a couple new things I didn't know. One that was very striking to me is when they were talking about the Kickstarter. If you go to Mythic Legion's Kickstarter page, I've went through that a bunch of times, and they actually said that they only had certain pieces made, and that's why those were the original figures. And the Kickstarter did so well, that's when they started adding the human arms, the chest, the human upper legs. That's why you had Vetus, Atlas as stretch goals. I just thought that was very interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. Corn Boy is usually good for some extra information, either things that you didn't know in the past or some little spoilers for the future. You know, sometimes CB lets a few of those things slip. So
can you imagine if Mythic Legions were in fact what they were supposed to be, which was 4-inch or 3 3/4? Could you imagine that if they weren't, if we never got that 6-inch scale?
I mean, they would still be cool. I know a lot of people collect Lyos and they love them, but yeah, I'm glad that it finished out the way that it did.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
I'm not interested in a smaller than 6-inch line, so I probably would have never got into the line if they made the decision to go with the smaller figure.
Yeah, much like Michael, I need at least 6 inches. So
oh boy, oh damn!
I'm used to seeing big stuff all day, so every now and then I like to switch it up.
We got a pre-order up. We got a new wave up, and that is Ox Crew, the Harrow Zone, book 2. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's a great wave. My favorite is the Hylor Crim. But obviously that Buzz Off tribute that they did for David is amazing. That Cog is really fun. Cool. So yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on here, and the pictures that Trevor did, fantastic. So
yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I can't wait to get the Buzz Off in my Mo2 tributes.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I was excited that they gave us a Mo2 tribute, so and I think I agree with Curtis. Now that we're getting more cosmics, I feel like the Mo2 fits maybe better with cosmic. I know I've heard you say that before.
Yeah, the colors fit in a lot easier than Mythic.
Yeah.
They kind of stand out when you get some of those the Mythic Mo2 tributes. It's like, man, those colors are a little bit more bright than everything else on my shelf. But with Cosmic, it looks like, I mean, you look like this lineup right here, that Buzz Off looks like he fits right in with this crew,
Exactly. So it definitely fits. I even see some like Star Wars resemblances with some Star Wars characters, desert characters, it's
Star
cool.
Wars, Mad Max. There's a lot of cool things in this. Yeah.
I think your favorite character kind of reminds me a little bit of Dune.
Yep.
Hylor Crim. But it's a cool wave.
Yeah, this could be my favorite cosmic wave. I don't know. It is impressive.
It's pretty good top to bottom for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, another thing that's kind of big right now that everybody's talking about is this guy here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people are getting that skeleton in hand, and it's, I don't know, it's like the excitement of the Valiant Knight. People are just it's just a good, fun figure to play with.
It is. I can't wait till Necronomnus comes out, and I can do a ton of popping and swapping.
Yeah.
With the skeletal figures, with the standard bone color, because my understanding is everything in that wave, including Necronomnus, is the standard bone color.
Yeah. And they've got that heads pack too, with like the animal skulls and stuff. That's going to be a lot of fun.
All Stars 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see somebody do a Fire Marshal Bill tribute. Come on, people.
Curtis, do you want to read off who's in the chat?
Oh, sure.
Can you see?
Yeah, it looks like we got Wholesome Warlock out there, Stoatzilla, Steve O'Bag, Dave Orkin, Lauren Jones is out there. We got Jeff Evans, Kirby, Eduardo De Jesus, POE figures it out. Justin is out there. We'll see him in a second here. We got Stacy Lynn, my two favorite Lyns. Doak. We've got Schmerber. I was on his show today. That was a lot of fun. He's got a good show.
He does.
Dusty
He's got a good
Stanford.
Good voice.
Yeah. V-Dog. Let's see. Just Shelve It. I know that guy.
Just Shelve It. Who brought this guy?
Exactly. Santos Rivera and Juan Diego Rincon. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Full chat.
Did any of you guys get anything new this week? I know we all got Skeleton Legion Builder 2.
I got something really cool. It's not mythic. Okay. But I got knighted by the Rod Father.
Wow.
You guys remember the Rod Father?
Oh yeah.
Rod Martin messaged me. He says, "Hey Brad, I'm going to San Diego Comic-Con. Is there anything you may want me to get?" And I said, "Well, if you're going to stand in the Hasbro line, do you think you can maybe grab me one of those Cobra Commanders?" And he says, "Well, they're only getting one per person. Maybe I can get someone who's not wanting it to stand in line with me." So the Rod Father did just that. Hooked a brother up, sent it to me. So
nice. Ooh, that packaging's great.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of cool. It's got the little hologram on it. It actually comes with it gets stuck in there. It's actually like a plastic.
Awesome.
Which says, I would win some that.
Yeah.
So inside is
cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So so the Rod Father hooked it up, got it for cost and shipping. He hooked a brother up. I gave him a little tip. That's all I had. Just a little tip for him. So the Rod Father got a little tip from me. Other than that, he is a great guy for doing this because these are going for big money in the scalping world.
Wow.
And then I even tried to get one on Hasbro.com. For some reason. They let all the San Diego Comic-Con people only allow them to have one. And then they're like, "Here, we're going to put them up on Hasbro's site, 5 per limit." And I'm like,
gotta love
how
it.
did it make any sense? And of course, they went in 2 seconds, and I didn't get one. So thank you, Rod Father. He says he's trying his hardest to come back to Legion's Con this year.
Yep.
So I know he's a busy guy as well. So we'll see. See if the Rod Father can make an appearance. He's such a good dude.
Yes, he is. Anything else, Brad?
Other than that, skeletons. Other than that, that's about it.
What about you, Curtis?
I did get my in-stock sale stuff in. So I've, so far I've only opened one of the skeletons. I need to open one of the Skull Man. That Skull Man looks really cool, but I haven't gotten a chance to open it yet. And then actually I got something from San Diego Comic-Con too. I was trying to get one of those McFarlane. They had the gold Superman where it's like the statue from Centennial Park. They had a limited exclusive, and I wasn't able to get one. They put it up on their EQL thing where it's kind of like they randomly draw names and stuff, and I didn't get pulled. But a good friend of the show, Paul Zach, reached out to me. He was able to get one, and he asked if I wanted it, and he sold it to me for cost. And so I got that in, and it looks super awesome. And not only that, but he drew like this really awesome picture of Superman on the box that he shipped to me. It was awesome. I loved it. So yeah.
Nice.
Was it you that got the Willy Wonka?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I bought 2 of them, and the first one was chocolate. The second one was gold. So it was cool.
Now, how many golds were there?
They did 1,600 total, and 200 of the 1,600 were gold. So it was like a 1 in 8 chance.
Wow.
So,
damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. It's always nice.
A lot more than 5. A lot more than 5 golden tickets. Yeah.
But still, I mean, I've only done a couple of the Funko soda cans, and we actually won a chase where you're like, oh, dude, like.
Yeah, it was a fun time for sure. And I was pulling it out so that the people that were watching could see it before me. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Michael?
In stock sale, and that's it. And it's just skeletons and Skull Man.
Well, obviously, I did see Mike, and I did get obviously this cool Dave Orkin shirt. That's killer. This design is awesome.
Yeah, Dave is amazing. Faceless screen print with the shirts.
Great dude. Yeah, they the Orkins went with Brett Stoddard and Jesse down to IshCon. It sounds like they had a great road trip. So
yeah, one of the mythic power couples.
Yep, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, guys, I really appreciate you having me on. I don't want to take any more of your time. I know you got a great guest tonight. I'm definitely going to watch the rest of the show for that. But yeah, thanks for having me on. It's been great.
Oh yeah.
So,
Curtis, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. You guys have a great show.
Okay.
And enjoy yourself tomorrow on Jeremy's show. Yeah,
I will do my best.
Yeah, that'll be the big one. We'll be watching.
Do we know before you go? Do we know the subject matter on the show, or that can't be?
Yeah, it's all going to be about Legions Con. So the schedule most likely we'll be looking at the map, the floor plan on who's where and stuff. So yeah, it'll be a big Legions Con discussion.
Okay, cool.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one. See ya.
See you, Curtis.
See ya.
Peace.
Okay, Bradley, do you want to introduce the man of the 2 hours, or the man of that?
I always do that. I feel like freaking Mr. Miyagi when he's in the locker room and he's like, I can't do it. It's just like, boom, boom. And he cracks the shoulder. Yes, I am ready for our guest. He's been in the hot seat long enough. Let's bring him out.
Whoa, you had him in the hot seat already?
Dude, it's been steaming. His ass is hot and sweaty now, dude. We got to bring him on.
Damn.
Flame. Good thing you gave those flame retarded undies.
Yes.
So we'll see if they work.
Well, people don't know this, but I did talk to Dave Orkin. He makes the t-shirts, and I said, hey, can you also make flame retarded undies for the guests on the show? And Dave is a wizard at that stuff.
Yes. So we send them out to all of our first guests on. So just in case, because this shit is hot. It's hot, son. Hot. All right. The man of the hour. He is the one, the only Justin Aquila.
Nice.
Look at him, man.
Does this make me look like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys?
Oh my God.
Does it make my eyes big?
I wish I had a cat right now, because I'm like, look at this fucking cat.
Look at this fucker. All right, anyway. What's up?
Dude.
I saw those right there. Hey guys, let's get this show canceled and let's go.
Yeah. Well, I feel like we just saw you. In fact, we did. Yes, and we had a blast. And I do want to say thank you again for coming down and hanging out with us.
Hell yeah. Where were we?
What was that? A Statue Con.
Statue Con. That was amazing. Like, I totally did not expect that to be what it was.
Yeah.
Because I don't collect statues. I collect action figures and I put them on a shelf. Like George says we should do. But I mean, seriously, there's too many toys. I put them on the shelf. But the statue right here we're looking at, Mike got, it was insane. All the detail that is in all these pieces. It was so cool. Go check it out.
You messaged me and you're like, is it worth coming? And I'm like, well, if you like high-end statue.
And honestly, I didn't even really know, like, I mean, of course I knew what high-end statues were, but man, when you see them in person, it's a whole nother thing. Steve-O!
Yeah, I know. What up?
It's a whole nother deal when you see these things in person.
Oh,
like Mike, yours is how big is yours, Mike? 18 inches?
About 6
I'm gonna say
inches.
17 3/4, about 18. Yeah.
which is fairly decent sized statue. But I would say that was probably in what the small to medium range for statues there.
Yeah, I would say that was
Justin,
pretty rough.
I didn't even know.
Oh, hold on. What happened?
I unlocked something by doing the horns. It did the lights.
I know.
It won't do anything. Oh, shut up!
Yeah.
I think once you do it,
we gotta figure it out. We gotta crack the code. Let's try it again.
you just did it.
What the hell? Dude, just do it all.
Is this an iPhone thing?
Maybe.
I can't. I don't have the power.
Bro, we're old. We should know this stuff by now.
I don't have any power. I know. I can't do any hard.
I can't
Sunset
do
heart
it.
hands.
Look at him. He's going. Wow.
He's doing it.
Oh my God, dude.
I have the power.
I can't do it.
Sorry, guys.
Wow.
Sorry.
Does anybody know?
Moving on. We need to figure out all the hand gestures.
But yeah, there were some statues. I think they said what, 10 grand for the one of one statue. So
what was the Conan one? Your favorite?
Oh,
that was like.
Did they have a price point on it yet?
That one, I think he said was like $3 grand, but it wasn't actually for sale.
Well, yeah. But the retail version of it's gonna be $3.
I think. Well, no, you can get it at Big Bad, the painted war version of it for like $2,500. So that's all.
That's all.
There's 2 of them left, so there's 2 left. Go get them.
It's a good thing we're in a great economy.
We can afford it.
We're not going there.
We can afford it. But no, StatueCon was a blast. I appreciate you and everybody else that came down. It was
dude. I totally did not anticipate spending that much time there either. And you guys know,
because you're like, I gotta cut the grass, and next thing I know, you did what? Like you did a TikTok live or something?
2 hours. I was on TikTok live, and TikTok said you should take a break, and I'm like, it was like the first time I ever did a live too. So it was just. My voice was so gone after that. It was
because you started at our booth, and next thing you know, you were going up and down, and like we're talking, selling, doing things, and next thing I know, I'm like, dude, it's like after 1. He said he had to leave at like noon or something.
Yeah.
Which means you had a great time.
I did, and so if anybody's in Northwest Indiana, Michigan, I know we got a lot of Michiganders. Schmerberger came down, and several other people. There was I don't remember the names of. There was one other guy I met there that started his own TikTok channel too. It's like NWI Collector, Northwest Indiana, and that was a lot of fun and a lot of cool stuff for sure.
It was chill.
Yeah, absolutely. And the guy he gave out beers and drinks. The guy that was hosting.
It was almost like there was a bar there, and you kind of like have your high-end drinks, and you kind of walk around and you sip your little drinks.
I think he wanted to get people liquored up and loosen the wallet, and it worked for Mike. It worked on Mike. So
yeah, it definitely a lot of YouTubers there taking videos. Everybody had their gyroscopes and.
Thankfully, I only bumped one pedestal one time, and nothing fell over and broke. So that was good.
Absolutely.
Marcos is pretty cool, dude. He's probably like, I got
very. And he's part of the community too, right? He's in the Cabal.
He is. He's a retailer as well for.
Yeah. Very, very cool to meet.
So yeah, if you want.
And how did you guys enjoy your time up in Michigan?
It was very awesome. Obviously, the horsemen hooked us up and treated us very well. So we appreciate everything that they brought to the table for us. Jeremy. It was. And me and Mike, we did a lot of cool things.
We went to the beach.
How touristy it was. We went to the beach. I mean, it was cool. So
it was nice. You got the pizza. The St. Joe pizza, whatever it is, Silver Lake pizza.
Silver Lake Pizza. No, actually, we didn't try it. We didn't try it. Actually.
Oh, you didn't have it? Okay, you just saw it.
No, we walked right by it. Yeah, we walked right by it.
Next time. And next time, when you're on
Everybody was
the way,
kidding.
my house is on the way, so you got to stop here to see my lair. So that's an invite.
Nice.
Well, we haven't got to that yet, but it does look beautiful behind.
Oh,
you.
yeah. Absolutely.
It looks beautiful.
Well, let's get this party started with the first question. And that is, what got you into figure collecting as an adult? Notice I said figure collecting.
Yes. So when my son was 2-ish, he's 21 now. I took him, and age is wherever. I haven't checked to see where it was, but it was around 2. I took him to go see Revenge of the Sith at the local movie theater, and
05.
His jaw was just on the floor the entire time. And I collected Star Wars figures when I was a kid. I had them, of course, as toys, and it just reignited the fire within me to spoil my son rotten and buy him every single Star Wars, which we'll see in a minute. So we'll go around there.
Nice. So yeah. I think Revenge of the Sith was 05. So that's been almost 20 years ago.
Okay, so he wasn't 2; he was 4.
Yeah. Nice.
So.
Now, did you buy him? Did you spoil him, knowing that you were going to help open or at least help play with them? So
totally.
So there was that motivation.
Totally.
Gotcha.
I go on the toy hunts, and he'd come with me, and we go to the Toys R Us, which is now an Ollie's, and my God,
so
our Toys R Us, our Ollie's is just disgusting. I was just in one. I was in one in Dallas the other day because I was there for work, and it was immaculate. It was beautiful, and mine is just. It looks like it's never been cleaned, but deals are to be had, so it's awesome.
What's sad about mine, and it's probably the same for yours, you walk in and the Toys R Us tile is still on the ground as you walk in, and you're and it says Toys R Us, and you see all the little sparkles, and you're like, dude.
It still says it on the floor at yours?
Yes. You walk in and there's still Toys R Us, and it's little stars and sparkles, and it looks just like it did when I was a kid, and I'm like,
you're walking through the carcass of Toys R Us, and it's just
they're you know what? Don't even put nothing down on the floor. Just leave it.
Leave it that way. Yeah, mine's not bad.
Good.
It is.
So, Justin, how did you come to start collecting Four Horsemen Studio product?
So that was quite a ways into my collecting. I remember, I used to be a high school English teacher, and I'm in the automotive industry for work now.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. And I just teaching. I just remember finally, I'd have free time, of course, prep periods, things like that, and I'd be looking at toys on the internet, looking for Star Wars toys, all that stuff. But I would run into a lot of the Masters of the Universe Classics figures, and they would say on the shout out to the boys on the Mythic Enablers podcast. I listen to them from time to time when mowing the lawn and all that. But the big beefy boy bodies is what a couple of those guys call them. And, just something about their buck and their style that they were doing to recreate those figures from my childhood really caught my eye. And it took quite a long time before I actually started purchasing them. But when I did, as you'll see when we go around my room and my stuff, I fell down deep. I'm a completionist to a fault, damn near. But I am an opener. I am an opener too. So yeah, break them out of the plastic cell. So I looking at my Masters of the Universe Classics. I don't buy figures that are Fisto and Scareglow that are just so much money on the aftermarket. just because I buy so much, I don't want to, buy the $200 for one single figure because it was more rare or whatever it was. So I think I have like all of them but 10 or something like that. So it's pretty complete. Nice. And I play the long game, like anyone that's new that's listening to this for, Mythic Legions, play the long game. The Four Horsemen, and I've said it so many times, they are good to the fans. Play the long game. The community is good to the community. Play the long game. Patience, patience, patience.
Yes. Now, you said, I was going to ask you this, so you said you're 10 figures away?
Something like that, yeah. For classics.
Oh, for classics.
For classics, not for. I haven't done a count in a long time for Legions, but
okay, because I was going to eventually ask you that.
Yeah, it really, if they haven't reproduced it, I probably have it. So I'm there's figures like Asterion and things like that, and Gorgo. I didn't go back and get a Gorgo because Gorgo 2 came out and things like that. So I don't need them all, but I want a representation of at least each one on my shelf.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, Justin, what are the cons you usually go to?
Cons are new for me. I think maybe. So which one did we meet at? Was it 21?
Mesquite Con? Or
no. When we went to Legions Con 21.
Yeah, Justin, weren't you at Intern?
No, I didn't. So Noah, I picked Noah Pratt up at the airport, and he messaged Walter, and I think he sweet talked Walter, and he snuck us in.
So you and Noah came in for G-Con at the studio.
Yes.
Okay, so that's why I said you were there for Intern, because I thought I remember seeing you because you.
Yeah, we weren't there for Intern. We of course weren't going to even try to. We landed. We were both there in time, but obviously, we didn't pay, or we're not going to encroach on anybody's time or anything like that. But they did let us come to join in on the G-Con, which was cool of them. And they're doing that a lot for the fans now too, which is awesome. For the people that are there, and I guess probably space providing, that they can come in and join and watch.
Yeah, because if I remember, you came to.
I went to the dinner with you guys at the one place.
You did, and then you came to it was Legions Con / New Jersey Con.
Yeah.
At that little bingo hall or police.
You came out, I remember, and of course you had your crazy shirt on, and you were like so giddy. I got this, and you were like holding all this stuff.
I remember, if I remember, you pulled in in a muscle car.
I did. It was a big Charger that I got from the rental facility. So
yeah, and I remember being like,
Noah was like, holy shit. It was a big red Charger.
Yeah, I remember because I'm a car guy myself, so I remember stuff like that. I'm like, oh look, Justin's in a sweet ass muscle car.
Hell yeah.
So it's safe to say that Mesquite Con and Legions Con are your two cons?
Yeah, back to that. I did go to what was the Columbus show called? What's that?
PowerCon.
I did go to the PowerCon when that was there. I think I went there twice now, so that was really cool. It was a bummer that it wasn't. It was a bummer that they didn't have it this year, but hopefully back in action strong next year. But Mesquite Con was my first time going this year. I wanted to go the year prior, but I couldn't. I had previous plans. And then I've been to the Kane County Toy Show.
Chicago.
I really haven't been to too many, but I enjoy, it's one of those new things, and we'll probably talk about that later, that kind of COVID unlocked for me.
Nice.
Just being able to just going and checking out these things. It's a newer thing.
Well, it's interesting. The cons you go to are the cons we go to. And I think that's because of geographic location.
Yeah.
So close. Yeah. Justin, what was your Legions Con 2023 like?
So it depends on who you ask, probably. I remember talking to Len.
Do tell stories.
Yeah. I remember talking to Len on day 2, and Len walked up to me and was like, dude, I was really worried about you last night. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I offered you. I said, I guess I was in pretty rare form, or maybe not too rare form, but he was like, yeah, I didn't know if you needed help back to your room. I was like, oh, okay. And I was hanging out with the dudes from Borderland Hordes. And we met the year prior at the other con where we stood in the line of death. And thank God, Jeremy, and you guys fixed that line for the 4 Horsemen table for this last con. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See if this does an emoji. No, all right. There we go.
You son of a bitch.
Like, how do you do that?
It's probably because we're on computers.
Oh, are you? Okay, so this is probably an iPhone thing.
I think it's an iPhone.
Yeah.
Oh,
what it is.
That's it. Wow. Okay.
So you're gonna have to switch it up next time. You have to get on your iPhone and do these.
I don't have one.
Look, there's Broder right there on my phone. That's awesome.
Cool. But yeah, we were waiting in that line for 2022, and they were just there, and we were just chatting it up for a long time. And those are some super cool dudes over there, Borderland Hordes. Props to those guys. Check out their sculpts, everything that they do. I mean, and not only just them. I don't want to just give shout out to one group. I mean, all these guys that are sculpting and doing. Did you
kick it with the Meta Traveler guys?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. Because they're fun too. I was about to say, I think everybody said they were drinking with the Meta Traveler.
I didn't. And while we're talking about drinking, not that anybody, tends to have any drinks or anything from time to time. Water.
Look, this is the good stuff.
Okay. No, if you see me at Legion's Con, and I hope anybody that's watching comes and joins in, come have a drink with me. Say hi to me, and everybody. I want to meet new people. There's a lot of different little groups and everything that hangs on, talks and hangs out. But hopefully we can even diversify a bit more, and everybody chats more and meets new people. And the Cabal is such an awesome place that everybody gets to know each other even a little bit better, and even become even a tighter knit community.
So it's safe to say you're excited for Legion's Con 2024.
A little bit. I thankfully I booked my room like ASAP, and I heard that some rooms became available again. And I think it was Jackie Jager said, she just got her room, and people just keep checking the Marriott site because as we move closer, people will probably bow out. They thought they can go and then they couldn't. And then of course there's the neighboring hotels that Jeremy's hooked up to. But yeah, if you're thinking about going, try and get there. I'm excited. It's a fun time. So this will be my 4th one then, right?
So yeah. Let's see. I'm trying. Yeah, our 4th too.
Yeah.
And I suggest I think it was I don't know her, but I think it was Amber. I can't think of her last name, but she posted that, hey, I got a room.
Yeah.
People were saying, hey, I'm checking every day. I can't get one. Then someone said, hey, I just called. And when I called, there's rooms. You just got to figure it out.
Huh.
I guess one guy said that his first 2 days are in this room, and then he's got 2 days in another room or something.
Oh.
So he actually has to split.
Yes.
Like I got 2 days with a double bed, and then 2 days with a king bed or queen bed or something. So
that's cool. As long as you're there, ain't no thing to move a room.
Yeah, exactly. So there's things that the hotel can do for you if maybe you call and ask. So they might be like, hey, we can't get you in the same room all week, but maybe we could get you in a couple days here and maybe something over there. So there's always that.
And for people that are going, like I said a minute ago too, like if you're flying into the airport, if you want to coordinate rides, last year I rode in with Jade Russo. He picked a couple years back, Noah asked if anybody can give a ride. I was there. I was staying because I was in town for work, and I just extended it to the trip to stay for the weekend. And Noah said, "Hey, is anybody here at the airport?" And I'm like, "I'm here right now," because I was, just watching G-Con, hanging out, waiting. And I ended up just waiting for Noah to land, and then I picked him up when we went. And then the following year, I pulled the same thing. I said, "Hey, anybody at the airport?" And Jade answered the call and picked me up. So, ride share and do all that cool stuff and get there and let's all hang out and have fun.
Yeah, Ray says it's going to be his first. Ooh, fresh meat. Fresh
Hell
meat.
yeah, Ray.
Come
say hi.
Hell yeah.
So
look, G says that they had to split there's two.
I met G this past year.
Yeah.
Acavaria. So probably
he was just on your show recently, wasn't he?
He was. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was I there for that show? I was there. No, I wasn't. I wasn't
What's
there.
That? What's that?
For G's show. I think I had to work.
You workaholic.
I know. Yes, he was on that one. Yeah.
Doing my cheers for Mike right now for protecting and serving. Thank you, guys. Thank you, buddy, for your service and all your hard work. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I only have 18 months to go, and then it's a career. It's done.
Let's see if there's an
emoji.
Anything happening here? No emoji.
No Hulk.
Give you one.
Yeah, no Hulk. No Hulk.
Do it.
It's not working.
There it is. Something.
So I got 18 months and it's over. So I plan on not working again, which I should have to. I got all my ducks in a row, and I will be just in my early 50s. So I will be able to live life on my terms and not the sheriff's office.
Is that when you're going to grow your hair out?
You don't want to see me with my hair out. Now, drinking wise, I only drink at the cons, and I never drink at home. At the cons, I just started, I'll have Long Island here or there, maybe one a day. And that's the extent of my drinking. Van would be disappointed in that. But
Van, I heard the story.
I encourage everyone at Legion's Con, if you see Mike and he has a water in his hand, go into the bar and you go, I need a Long Island, but I want it strong.
What was it?
Double strong, baby.
I love Long Island.
Didn't Applebee's do the Applebee's did the $1, the Litz, the Long Island iced tea Applebee's, get Mike all set up on some $1 Applebee's LITs.
Nice.
Well, it's funny because that when we were at Mesquite Con last year, the guy gave him, they must have ran out of cups because you're supposed to get this little teeny skinny cup for the Long Island drink.
Oh, fancy.
And somehow Mike got this huge pillar cup.
That dude was digging
Mike
me.
was sipping on this thing forever, and when he was finally done with it, he's like hammered. But then the next day we go down there again, got the same drinks, but this time we got these little skinny glasses, and we were like, oh, we're not getting as buzzed as we did yesterday.
Where's our bro? Hook us up.
Yeah, we're like, what happened to the guy that made our glasses? And that's the only thing I could think of, that he just ran out of glasses and hooked Mike up, and Mike's like, hell yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Talking to Corn Boy, all lit, baby.
Yeah. So we want to talk a little bit now about your YouTube show.
Yeah.
And that is Action Figure Minute. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how this channel came to be?
This is your Action Figure Minute. So I start most of the videos like that, as long as there's not like any music or somebody talking at the beginning of the video with the song that I chose. But what I did, and it's, I don't know, 6 months back, so it's pretty recent that I started it, and it might be a little longer, I don't know. But my nephew's wife, I've got older from that side of from my wife's side of the family. She had an older sister, young kids, blah, blah, blah. But she came over here and she's like, wow, you should do a TikTok with all this, just checking out my room. And I'm like, who's? Hey, there it is. That's the logo. My son made that on Chat GPT, I believe. So
nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
But so she said you should make a TikTok. It'd be cool and would like it. And I started getting the idea and thinking about it. And I'm like, I've got so many toys and so many figures. Why the hell not? So I just started doing like quick, shorts, if you will, because a lot of TikTok videos tend to be, 1 minute or less. So I came up with the name Action Figure Minute, and all the videos are 1 minute. And I labeled it to myself as an action figure, a quick daily dose of an action figure video where you can sneak away to the bathroom at work and take a poop and watch a video of a toy getting unboxed real quick and posed out and all those things. So
now you got to be careful. You don't want to open action figures.
Oh, Mike.
Oh yeah, I heard about that story.
Gotta be careful.
Lord,
but you can watch videos of it.
Yes.
Use your head, Michael. Use your head.
What was it that went in the toilet again, Mike?
I want to say Anubis's hand, one of his hands.
Don't ever poop
someone made a comment on here that I should contact Four Horsemen Studio.
Replacement.
Someone did.
Wasn't secure. I blame Four Horsemen.
Yeah, I have no. Yeah, unbelievable. So
it should have been taped
again.
You should have sent it to Diego because it would have been funny just to be like, I dropped my hand in the toilet when I was going poop, and I
wonder what the amount of people that have actually opened an action figure on a toilet are.
Well, I guess
how many?
It has to be a lot because when you get those figures in, you want to check them out, and sometimes you have to shit. So be doing it again.
Listen, everybody poos.
Yeah. When you gotta go, you gotta go. But Action Figure Minute, oh my gosh, nice. How many videos do you have?
There's like 200 something, I think.
Damn.
I just hit over 200 followers on YouTube. So like, comment, and subscribe. Go check it out. Action Figure Minute. I think it's all smashed together on YouTube. Go check it out. Like, comment, subscribe. And I just try and make some sounds and do some little AI lights and sounds effects and things like that in there, and just and when we do the tour and stuff like that, I'll kind of show you my setup for that. Yeah.
Nice.
What was your favorite video I've done? Have you checked it out?
Well,
putting you on the hot seat.
No, you just did one recent. What was your? I saw one a couple. What 2, 3? What did you put out 2-3 weeks ago?
Well, I put something out. So I do one every weekday. So it'd be hard for me to answer that question.
Yeah, I don't know.
Since
it was a Mythic adjacent one. So I can't remember which one though.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I won't hold that.
Like you said, they aren't long.
No, I keep them really short. And what my goal is on Saturday or Sunday, or the combination of the two, I try and open 5 figures at least and take pictures and videos. That way I have it set for the week. And then throughout the week, I'll make the video and I'll upload it like the night before. That way it's uploaded in full quality to YouTube, because YouTube's the only place that lets you. I think Instagram does too now. There you go. So YouTube lets you schedule, and it works. Last time I tried to do Instagram scheduling, it didn't work so well. But yeah, so I just set it up. So I try to do Monday through Friday. I don't know if I'll have one tomorrow just because I've been so busy. But I did Gorgo 2 today.
We see that's right up front.
Yeah. So it should be the recent one. Just subscribe. Hell yeah. Thank you, Curtis. Lights.
Oh my gosh, your power.
He's magical powers. You know what?
That's it. Do it again.
Magical powers. You will be knighted.
Thank
You
you.
should have magical powers right now. You have action figure minute powers. You got hearts. Everybody loves Justin.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Oh my God, iPhones.
Because she's got the goddamn iPhone. Yes, look how beautiful that is.
That is Dave Orkin made that. So
I've never chatted with Dave, and I gotta talk to Dave about maybe making an AFM shirt for me.
You've never talked to Dave?
No.
Oh my God, you're missing out. Him and Stephanie, they are great people, man. Oh my God. And yes, Dave would make a fantastic action figure minute shirt.
Hell yeah.
He does he does everybody's. He does them all.
That's what I hear.
He does them all.
I'll have to chat with him at some point in time.
He does it.
That one's super cool. That is super cool.
This one's like, dude, this is dope as hell.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Mike even showed that it glows to the black light.
It does, the black light, yep.
And so did Dorklair. Dorklair did a video.
Black light activated, yeah.
Curtis video.
It is that time of the show.
Yeah, that's what I said to Curtis before. Who's time for that?
Titties?
Have we not said that word yet?
I don't know. Did we? He said titties. I don't, Mike, did we say titties? Titties? Hey, that's a cool logo there, Dave.
Titties. I think I hit it 5 times, baby.
Areolas. No.
Nice. Hooters.
I love that Disney movie with Areola.
But it is that time of the show where it gets hot in here. You are in the hot seat, and we have thankfully sent you a pair of flame retardant undies made by Dave Orkin.
Yeah.
And you got them on. You actually have that might be a flame retarded t-shirt.
I'd show you, but no, too sexy.
That too sexy.
Too sexy.
Here we go. Okay, first question, my friend.
All right.
What is your favorite Legion's faction or affiliation, and why?
Aerithir.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah.
I love the bad guys. I've always been a bad guy fan. The designs. The designs of bad guys versus good guys, and we'll talk about that stuff I think maybe more later, but whenever I have an older brother, younger sister, and my brother and I would play with action figures all the time, and when we were young, he would buy, for whatever reason, and I don't think we planned it or anything like that, he would always buy the good guys. I would always buy all the bad guys, and then we naturally be able to play all that with each other. So I've just naturally always been drawn to the evil bad guys, and Aerithir, the Legion of Aerithir faction is so diverse. I know like Coitus, we love the goblin or the orcs, I'm sorry. And goblins and all that stuff. And yeah, Aerithir, all the bad guys, that's my favorite.
Nice. What race that hasn't been made yet in either Mythics or Cosmics would you like to see made? And what is your favorite race that is currently out?
So Cosmics would be tough to answer that question, just because when you think cosmic, I mean, I guess if we think back to like Star Wars or something like that, there's so many different alien species and races, and you're just kind of like, oh, that's the goat-headed guy or whatever it is. And of course, they all have different races and names, but my buddy Matthew King, he goes by Matt Imway on the Cabal. He's a big Black Series collector, and one of his things that he just does not like about Black Series is the fact that there's so few aliens in it. No real Cantina aliens in Black Series, no real Jabba's Palace in Black Series, not that many at all. So for me, for Cosmic, I would love to see them keep pumping out aliens. Just anything, even, more of that Star Warsy kind of vibe. I don't know. And maybe other people would disagree with that. They don't want anybody, of course, copy anything. And that's not what I'm meaning at all either. But that like and feel, that practical look, I don't know if I'm describing it right, but just more aliens, we'll say. I don't need humans in space. I don't need humans in space, like Jeremy is saying either. I want more aliens, and more of that sort of look. And then for Mythic, I would love to see. So I used to play World of Warcraft quite a bit back in the day when that was hot, and when my main character was a troll enhancement shaman figure. And growing up in the troll, horde area, one of the common enemies you would fight was a gnoll. Do you guys know what gnolls are?
No idea.
So gnolls are, and I might be wrong, I'd say they're probably the size of a dwarf. They're kind of beefy, but they're dog-like, and they've got a big hunchback, and they're kind of like hyena dog hunched, muscular build. And I think those would be badass to be in Legions.
Oh wow, never heard of it.
Yeah, so it's Gnoll, Gnoll. Check them out, and I think that it'd be really cool to have those up in the Mythic Legions lineup. Now, then to answer the next question, you said was my favorite in the line currently?
No. What the next part 2 of that question? What is your favorite existing race?
Yeah. Existing race. It's a toss up between dwarves and goblins. I'd probably would lean goblin. Just because, again, evil, and the goblins were, and this might segue into one of the next questions too, but the goblins were one of the things that kind of drew me towards Mythic Legions. So I think
Kirby's here. Kirby's happy. Mac's happy.
Mac.
Nice.
Yes.
The little folk. Okay, well then the next question. What are your top 5 favorite Legion figures, going from 5 to 1, and why?
Oh man.
Bring it.
So top 5. I tried to bring some variety to the table. So top 5, bottom 3, answering. Oh, tell me about the dog. Hold on. Tell me about the dog.
This is Bella.
Bella.
She is a bull boxer, and she is 10 and a half years old. I found her on the Rolling Acres Mall. It's an abandoned mall, and I went to check it out, and she was walking. She looked like a skeleton, and I decided to bring her home, get her back on her feet, give her to someone who wanted a good dog, talked to my son, and it turned out that our home,
he said, that's me.
forever home. So yeah.
Hell yeah. That's awesome, man.
Rolling Acres Mall is now a huge Amazon fulfillment center.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It actually looks like the mall still. Like you drive by and it still looks like a mall. Like you could go in there and walk around, but it's like, oh, it's Amazon now.
I'm looking at my figures here. So let's say
number 5.
Let's make a variety. Let's go number 5. And again, I love them all. Even the bottom 3 I love, but you got to pick, right? So Gonks.
That's my favorite goblin, man.
Is it? I mean, when I started collecting, or when I started getting interested in Legions, the rust look on this guy, the beefiness of this guy, the Labyrinth, the movie vibes he gave me, it was just too much for me to resist. I absolutely loved him. I love Noglin. I love Nubnik. I love them all. I mean, the expressions that the goblins have on their faces. I mean, he doesn't have one because of the mask, but Gonks, I'm gonna smash you with this hammer. I love him.
His paint job is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean,
and at that time, not too many people came with the flail.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think it was him and Cronall are the only ones that I think at that time were coming with something like that.
And who was Rusty? I mean, Ilgar was patina, not Rusty. I think he might have been like the Rusty guy, and it just looks super cool.
Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah. So Gonks is definitely up there. Again, Noglin, Nubnik. I love Nubnik's evil little scowl on his face and everything, just the expressions. But let's go with him at number 5, just because.
All right, number 5.
4. So that one, Mac would be happy with that one, and then for 4, we'll get the other, the good house seal happy with this one. I love the dwarven folk, and what's cooler than a dwarf with a mohawk that's also bare-chested, ready for war? He dropped his flail. I had that.
He's the little brown noser. Look at his nose.
Oh yeah, and that's a cool little. People have heard that a couple times even recently about the paint apps on this guy. He must have got like a smudge on his nose when they sent it over to China as a paint master, and China saw it and they painted it, and it got delivered to the U.S. With that on it, and I love it. I think it's cool.
He's been sticking his little nose up Ragnar's skirt, that little brown nosing bastard.
He just got out of the mine and he's ready for battle.
Look at my Didn't I say when Eric Treadway was on?
He said, "Hello, Ragnar. Hello, Ragnar. You're my favorite brown noser."
Oh, Ragnar.
Ragnar Stormforger. Oh, man.
That's how he got his brown nose. It's when she took off her helmet.
Spoiler alert, she's not on my bottom 3. She's not on my bottom 3.
Oh, no kidding.
Spoiler alert.
All right. That was 4. That was 4.
Number 3. So number 3 now.
We need number 3. Dun dun dun. Ooh.
Oh, that is Gerard.
Yep. Sir Gerard test shot.
Damn.
That's an amazing figure.
Dude, it is. It's so amazing. Not only in the man himself, but I mean the figure that got. Did he design it? Did he have a part in?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, I thought he did. I couldn't recall the story, but I mean, just the pose that I have him in makes him look like a cool little statue of himself, and I'm sure all the test shots do. I only have 2 of them, but yeah, I think that both the regular version and this version, prized possessions for sure.
Plus, it was cool being waiting in line to get that 21 Legion's Con exclusive.
It was, and I got the signatures all over that.
Yeah,
I'd have to see if Jeremy signed it.
Jeremy signed mine, if I remember correctly. Okay, Greg was handing them out.
Yeah, then he signed it. So yeah, I mean, first of all, like Mike, it's a skeleton. Skeletons are cool. Bad guys are cool. I don't have scapular, so getting that head sculpt, I still don't have it because again, I'm not backtracking. I'm being patient, and oh look, 4 Horsemen's being good to the fans, and I'm getting a badass scapular, coming out soon. So I didn't have that head sculpt, and I was able to get that, and then the mishap with the packaging, how they accidentally include it in all the retail versions too. So I was able to get that awesome head sculpt. So.
Oh, yeah. Patience.
Number 2.
Number two.
Not a Michael number 2, but the number 2.
So
Yes, don't lose your hands.
Hold on while I whip this out.
Oh boy.
No.
Number 2.
I
Oh my, Air there.
Yeah. All the other pieces are in the back.
To boot.
Yeah, all the other. So what was cool about this one is I won it during the G-Con where they were doing the giveaways for this one.
Oh, that is awesome.
It was not only the fact that it's an Arethyr test shot, and in my mind, in my right, yeah, he's one of the 4 horsemen, but he's kind of like, again, I love the bad guys. He's the big baddie of the line.
Yeah.
And of course the story's going to keep going. Mythic Legions is not over after the Dark 4 have fallen. Okay, people, they're going to still keep going. So sorry. Yeah,
he is the leader of the largest figure army of the factions, or the most figures of the factions.
So then when the Straight Poop delivered it to me, it was at like the following Legions Con, because I guess there was delays in getting them out or whatever. So this is exactly how it got delivered, in this plastic bag, and all the parts are in here. And this is probably one of the shoulder pauldrons fell off, but it's in the bag. So I still got it, and absolutely love it, in the prized possession. And I don't know about figure worths and things like that, but it's probably up there with one of my top figures in the collection. That's in terms of value, I would think.
What G-Con did you win that at? The Lithia?
I think they were doing it at the Arethyr one. I can't remember, but I probably didn't get it. I don't think I got it until the Lithia one, maybe.
Because during the Lithia, I won Lord Viteris, I want to say.
The test shot or the actual figure?
Test shot. Yeah, that's the only test shot I own.
I love that figure.
Yeah.
As I love them all. So, then we're down to number 1.
Oh.
Number 1.
Okay, drum roll, Brad. Drum roll. That sounds like Chewy.
Year of the Goblin, baby.
Oh, the Goblin Legion builder. Wow.
He went freaking old school, baby.
Holy cow, that's awesome.
Look at that.
That's like a swig nose.
It is.
He's the leprechaun.
Oh, God, and that mask is tight as hell. So, anyway.
That's what she said.
But, so, I mean, maybe I'll put that back on later for you guys so you can dream about it. But this little guy, again, we talk about the expressions and the sculpt of these figures, right? And just what they're able to capture. And of course, this guy comes with 2 head sculpts too. He has the Gonk's head as well. But what this guy and what the dwarves were able to do. Thank you, Curb. What this guy and what the dwarves have been able to do, I think, for the customizing community, and the sculpts that all the creators have been able to make with the dwarves and the goblins, especially, just because I think people are just really able to go wild with a lot of their imaginations. And, my favorite sculpts that the customizers and the 3D creators are making typically are goblins and are dwarves. Just something about them really speak to me, and people do a fantastic job with them. So to the creators out there that are listening, watching this live, watching it on replay, thank you very much. Keep it up.
Nice. Number 1 was nice.
That's number 1. Yeah.
I like it.
Nice. Now, Brad, turn up the temperature, please.
This one was tough.
Turn it up.
Oh, you get.
Just how's your butt doing right now with the heat?
Fiber upper butt.
Man, we got to fan him.
So while we're talking about, while you're doing those Street Fighter noises, the Jada toys, holy poo. If people are into Street Fighter and like toys, I did a couple videos. I did a couple videos on those. The doll theme figure. Nobody played as doll theme. He was so slow and everything. But that toy, that action figure, check out my video on that. Shameless butt plug, but that figure is fantastic. The Jada Toys is doing an awesome job with those Street Fighter figures for a great price point.
Hearing people liking them.
Yeah,
good bang for your buck.
Absolutely. All right.
Okay, what are your 3 least favorite Legion figures, and can you explain why?
This was tough. Just like so many people have said, they love them all. And I do. I really do love them all. But if we're picking things that, we're splitting hairs, we're picking things that, maybe aren't your most loved or whatever, I kind of even hate myself for doing. Oh, is that one of yours?
He's just floating around.
Okay, he's not one of your picks?
No.
Okay.
Why is he one of yours?
No, he's not, but...
Oh, Knox Vol. It's a cosmic.
It's a cosmic. And I absolutely love this design. But, I mean, when I was filming this guy...
So it's...
I need 4-H to dial it in on the ogre, on the brute scale buff.
Brute scale, gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, even
now,
just the hand fall off, and this weighs a lot. The mace.
Yes. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't he the one that had an issue with the cyborg leg that definitely needed heated up?
I didn't have that with mine. No, thankfully, I guess I did not have that.
I thought he was one that was precautious to his cyborg leg, but some people didn't have an issue.
So what the issue for me was, again, since I do my channel, I take my pictures and I do all the posing, it just kept falling apart. And Tharnog was probably even worse. But okay. I love Orc so much that I didn't want to put him on my list. But it's these brute scale bodies. Chris, everybody, Straight Poop at 4 Horsemen, do what you can to dial this in. Because they're fantastic. I mean, the sculpt is amazing. I love it. But let's dial that back in.
So sculpt wise, he looks great.
Yes, it's just a frustration.
He's more on the list because of pure capability and skill, I guess.
I gotta throw this out there. My Knox Vol does not have those issues.
And that's the thing. Like, my Tharnog.
It's hit or miss.
Yeah, and hopefully I don't get blacklisted for showing that.
Well, no, now Tharnog, I know, because I feel like maybe there's too much accessories.
It's a lot of weight. Yeah. And, I don't know if hollowing out the mace is a pro or a con or something that I could do to help, or maybe the wrist pegs need to be a little longer so they sit in there a little more secure. I'm not the manufacturer, and I'm not going to, when you criticize any toy maker or anything like that, I do it constructively because it ain't my job. It ain't my gig. I'm not going to pretend to know all the chemistry and the everything like that. And I'm not going to still not support it. I love the sculpt. I can buy it. I can set it up the way I want, put it on my shelf, and it does the job. It does what I want.
Justin, I'm going to put you on a solo for 10 seconds. Tell me why Mythic Legions suck.
What? Don't do that. But
I pulled a purple gang there. I pulled
is that Jordan. What they do?
They do that sometimes.
Yeah, no, they don't. Mythic Legions do not suck. Cosmic Legions do not suck.
Of course he's in your top. Well, of course he's in your top. Sadness, Knox is in my top.
I understand, man. I mean, this head sculpt, everything about it. I mean, it screams like Iron Maiden cover to me because Treadaway made this when he was young, and who knows what he was listening to. I agree with you. I totally, and like Tharnog, I really wanted to love the hell out of this figure, and I do. But the the issues with it, just unfortunately, I know, they talked about putting even like a little piece of paper in there to hold it together. Just it's that little minute differences where heat in the factory or whatever it is causing shrinkage, blah blah blah. I get it, and I'm not faulting anybody for that. But if they could dial this buck in, hell yeah, keep it up and keep in 4-H. You know what? They're gonna do it because they kick ass. So
now, Mike, I know you like to use the nail polish technique. Is that what you use?
Yeah.
So what do you do? You like coat the ball or coat the
if I have a joint that's like, okay, you have Genie come back up. My Genie, his one arm was just loose as all get out and wanted to just come off.
Like at the shoulder?
It was the left arm, at the shoulder. And I used my you put a couple coats of nail polish on
here, Michael.
For a day, pop that sucker back in, and it's good.
So Michael got his nail polish out of his collection.
Yeah, that's right. Kiss your nail polish or kiss my little cashmere ass.
So that guy right there, I totally did not anticipate like enjoying at all. And I opened him, and Jeremy said that, it was his favorite. And I'm like, I don't believe that. And my God, when I got that gin in hand, he is beautiful.
He did, because I remember Jeremy came down, and before Calazir was even brought up, he goes, "This next guy is my favorite." And I'm like, really? That says a lot. I mean, for Jeremy to say that. So when he came out, he was cool, and I did like him, but he's.
Well, you know what? Now that you mentioned that too, I mean, I saw it that year. I saw it in person and everything, and it didn't speak to me then. But now having it in hand.
But I think when it's yours and you actually have it, and it's like, oh, I can actually, because I feel like when he brings stuff down, you don't want to play with it. You just look at it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's different. Sometimes they show something and then they could change it. So that's what's cool about being at GCon.
Absolutely. Go if you can. Hopefully see you there.
Firsthand.
Absolutely.
You get to see stuff firsthand. I mean, you walk up and just take pictures of all the new reveals. Then they put it in the showcase outside after the end.
It's cool. I mean, you get to see what's coming down the pipe from the guys that you love that are creating the line that you love. So you get to see what's coming firsthand.
So basically, your number 3 is the Brute.
That works too.
Yeah, the Brute buck. I just want to see it improved. I mean, I love it, but my Tharnog has issues. My Centaur left arm, same as yours, it falls out quite a bit. So it's just if we can do what 4-H does, dial it in, and it's going to be awesome. So otherwise, and I could probably do those little tricks and whatever to try and figure. I tried doing I saw people talking about the heat shrink on the wrist peg, and it didn't work for me. But I'll try that out maybe.
I've never used those, but yeah, I've heard it work. Sometimes it does work, depending on what it is.
Yeah. Number two.
Number two. Uh-oh. Oh, Father Christmas.
Father Christmas, that son of a bitch. Once again, I guarantee he falls over too many accessories. That son of a bitch.
Is that what people say? Too many accessories?
No.
Oh, no. I was like, that's a complaint? People get mad because they get too much stuff?
Is it because, hold on. If it's not that it's because Father Christmas should be a jolly old fellow and have a 1.0 body.
Yeah, I made.
So that's a great point that you bring up, but I don't know. It's just something about. I mean, the soft goods are awesome. I don't know, just something about it. And I love Santa Claus figures too. The Fresh Monkey Fiction figures I bought
Those are cool.
They're fun. But I don't know, something about this guy just it didn't land for me. It could be because it's a 2.0. I don't know,
I swapped mine out with a Suro. I just happen to have a Suro Wayne body. And I figured, hey, he's silver, his boots are silver or whatever, his hands are silver. It's fine. So I swapped him out. Now his belt doesn't attach now.
Right.
But
Well, yeah,
I have it around where it looks like it's attached, but it's not. But I feel more comfortable with him.
More comfortable.
But when I got the green retail version one, I didn't swap them out, and I just kept them the 2.0.
I need to get that green one at some point. I haven't gotten the green one yet.
The green one is kind of cool, especially having the tan beard or whatever.
Well, and the green robe. I mean, it makes it different. Maybe with the staff, I like the staff a lot. It would probably even fit better in terms of just how it looks in my head.
Yeah, I did the exact same thing. I have both my Father Christmases on 1.0 bucks.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yep.
What did you use? Just whatever you had, or
you know what I took for the Red Father Christmas? I took a lot of parts from Lord Bashotti from the Furious 4, and it looks fantastic with the black and red underneath there. Looks fantastic.
You took Big Fatty Steve and made him it.
Yeah, I needed to put, man. And now for the green one, I used a lot. I used Sir Gerard, a lot of parts from Sir Gerard.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the head sculpt's cool. It gives me the vibe of the Home Alone South Bend Shovel Slayer.
Oh yeah,
the dude that played him.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like him. Again, I like every single figure, but when you put me in the hot seat,
you have to choose. You have to have 1, 2, and 3.
This is the first time we've had a figura obscura.
Yeah, I think he's
in the least 3 favorite figures. You broke me ground.
Oh man. I mean, and C. Jessam's soft goods are really cool too.
He is cool. I did see people put him on a 1.0 Barbarian where he looks like muscle, like you actually see his muscle chest. It's just a cape over a bare-chested
that's cool
Barbarian. And it did look cool. I was like, all right, now that looks better. Now he looks like a badass.
Hopefully nobody's flaming me too hard for putting this on here.
No. I'm like, do you need 10 more seconds to say how it sucks? No. I'll put you on the...
No, I don't. Please, let's move on.
All right, let's go with number 1. Yes.
So this one's kind of fun. No, I don't think so. Okay. But it's kind of fun. So back during All Stars voting, I was campaigning pretty hard for Ilgar. And thankfully, Ilgar won. So I got my Ilgar because I did not have him. I waited. I was patient. 4-H is good to the fans, doing the All-Star wave and all that. So I got my Ilgar. But one of the guys I was campaigning against really hard.
That's your favorite?
No. This is the number 1 least favorite Legion.
Number 1 least favorite. Throw in the trash, baby.
Friggin' Colin.
Here's Colin. Somebody tag Colin.
Everybody was like, "Oh, we just want to do 1 skeleton into the Legion's vote." So then Colin, everyone was getting behind the damn blue Hagnon. I'm like, "No, Ilgar."
Some blue Hagnon.
I do miss the campaigning. We gotta bring.
I know. I love that. I think it's fun. So yeah, friggin' blue Hagnon, get out of here.
Get the hell out of here. What was he thinking?
I know, and I love the green Hagnon. I didn't need a green and a blue glowing Hagnon, but I mean, I'm happy I got him. Of course, I have him, but I didn't want him to take the spot of my Ilgar. So curse you, Cullen. And
do you think we'll ever get another glow in the dark Hagnon?
I don't think so.
You don't think there'll be a red?
No.
Okay.
Now they'll do it because I said.
All right, Colin, I need you to campaign for red Hagnon, baby. Woo!
Here it begins.
Yeah, let the campaign begin.
Why isn't it? There we go.
There it goes. Yeah.
God, you should be hitting him with the sword right then. The power. Do it again.
Let's see if it'll do it again. I don't know if it does it back to back.
Oh my God! Where's the power?
There it is! Go!
Nice.
All right. Sorry.
So
Good dog parking.
wow, blue hagnon. Wow.
Yeah. I wanted to switch it up, and do something different, but they probably are towards the end on my list.
Santa, no.
Santa, no.
Curtis says Justin isn't in the figure cabal either. You're not in the figure obscura cabal?
How many groups can I be in, Curtis? I don't got time for all this.
I mean, you just need one, right?
I'm in several. I mean, of course, so in the groups. I'm in the cabal. I'm in the cosmic cabal. I'm in
fireworks.
What's that?
Thumbs up gives you fireworks.
Oh damn! Oh my gosh!
Keep them coming, people. Keep them coming.
Jeff, what else? Jeff?
Tell me the rest.
Amber, tell us some more stuff they know.
Amber, what's up? I got to talk with Amber and Ryan at the cons. The dog's loving the fireworks.
I know. I'll be right back.
Oh no, the dog's fine.
Come on, Bella.
Bella.
We're screaming. I'm screaming. We're having too much fun.
That's cool. No, I mean, we had to boot him from the cabals for his picks.
Curtis, no! I like orcs. I love orcs.
I love orcs.
I love orcs. Quite no.
Hey, he did say Arether is his favorite faction.
Mm-hmm.
And Arether was on his top 5. So,
So Justin, if Four Horsemen Studios, if they were going to make a tribute figure in your honor using existing parts, what would that figure look like?
So, first off, we're going to go off the existing parts thing. And I used to be a bit heftier. I want Four Horsemen to make a big boy body, chubby boy body. I want some rolls. I want a beefcake torso.
okay.
Yeah, I want 4-H to do that because I would totally I'd be down for that. But even in my tribute figure and all that too. But if I were going to say, like, let's say a tribute figure of existing parts, I'd say it has to be some sort of probably an orc. My son played football and all that, and his coach nicknamed him Aquila because our last name's Aquila. And when I was young, they called me Attila. So just kind of like that warrior, barbarian, orc vibe, some sort of a orc brute, savage, ravaged dude. That'd be my jam. I don't know if I'm supposed to go into descriptive parts or anything like that, but along those lines.
Nice.
It's funny because now that you say that, I'm surprised that Attila isn't your number 1 figure. Now that
no.
He's up there.
He's up there.
Yeah, he's up
there. Okay, this is the question, and I think I know how it's going to go.
Oh shit! I know it's going.
Bradley, you're going down again, my friend. Yeah. Which tribute figure is your favorite?
Oh,
of the old car with his titty pauldrons, or Emir Caspar / Caspilar, the Crypt Breaker 2?
It really is tough.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Which is a tribute. I mean, which is acknowledgement to how awesome Four Horsemen does their sculpts. I mean, that when they showed off, Broder was the first figure they showed off in that wave, right? And that really freaking set the tone. I was ready to go. Hell yeah. More 1.0 warrior type dudes. I love barbarians. I love all that stuff. However,
terrible.
Sorry, man. I mean, Scapular, I don't. First of all, it's kind of like one of those things I don't have. He's a main bad dude, The comic when he did the kiss and everything like that. It's just badass, right? So I love how they made the two looks. I can't remember. I'd have to look at my pre-orders if I'm doing both. If I bought two so I can display one of each, I'd probably, of course, lean more towards his original look if I only had one on display. But truthfully, toss up because I'd lean more towards scapular.
That's cool. I always say this when Broder came out because he was the first. As soon as I saw him, I said, "Boy, that could be Bradder if you take the O and put an A." And thought that was cool because I was referring to last year when Greg got his figure.
It'd be really neat if they switched the vowel.
You know, and not knowing that an hour later I would actually go up and then they would be like, "Oh yeah, remember that figure? That's you." And I was like,
BT dub.
It's like 4 hours.
But that's cool. Mike's like I said, we all know Mike's figure's cool. It's
stiff competition.
My figure does not have the accessories yours does.
And Stoke has a hashtag Pauldron Titty Milk. And
milk.
That's right. Oh, look. And Jordan. Titties.
Why isn't there an iPhone thing going up when I do this?
Yeah, you should be able to do that, and Milk should.
You know what I would like to do? Jordan, are you watching right now? Can we get something on the YouTube app here where... Remember in Mortal Kombat, what was it, Mortal Kombat 2, where you knock the guy out and the little head would come off the side and the guy would go, Toasty! Toasty! See, I need that to come out, but Mike's head comes off the side and says, Titty! I can't take credit for the hashtag. It's okay.
Well, man, thank you so much for picking scapular too.
Yeah,
do we have an official count? Do we know like how many?
I don't know, Brad. Do we know?
We're tied, and then Mike's up by like at least 3 or 4, I think now.
Yeah,
sorry. At least 3. He's at least up by 3. Easy.
Yeah.
It was hit or miss. It was like 2 for him, 2 for me, back and forth, and then I think Mike's just keeps getting them.
It's truthfully tough. I mean, it really is. They're both great figures. So congrats to you guys. It's definitely an honor for you guys both.
Thank you.
And you know what? Hold on. Before we even go further than that, I mean, 2 great fans for the community that are in the community. Guys, when we were at Legions Con last year, I thought you were going to bomb so hard at the trivia night, and holy shit, did you guys kill it? Absolutely murdered the competition.
Well, we lost.
I am so glad that you brought that up because, you know, Legions Con, the road to Legions Con is coming up. And me and Mike would like another opportunity to lay the smack down on real, factual Mythic Legion questions.
If that's the case.
No memer questions?
If he wants to come up with some, you know, my wife's going to kill me podcast support group bullshit, we'll play along.
That was really the only shortcoming and those were tough too, because first of all, let's give credit to those memers because they're fucking hilarious. But they're great. But I mean, distinguishing which one made which, that's tough.
Me and Mike were not in the my wife's gonna kill me support group. We were not in that group at that time. So we had no idea what any of the meme people were, you know, Francisco and Rodriguez and whatever, you know, I think there's another one. I can't think of his name. Me and Mike were clueless. We had no idea what the hell was going on. And then John from Eurolegions is like, he's like bloody Beatles. He watches everything. And I watch all the shows. And guess what? I knew all the answers.
He knew every single one of them.
He's like, Buzzer.
It was your one Achilles tendon.
Francisco Rodriguez.
It was your one Achilles heel, those questions. Otherwise,
dude, me and Mike were we were whispering like, how the fuck does he know? we were like, how does he know this? I'm like, this guy flew a plane over here. He knows more than we do. I need an invite to trivia night this year. Oh, okay, Stout. Oh, okay.
It was a fun time. It was super fun. Kyle's You Look Like, or whatever you call it. My God, I was dying laughing.
Oh my. It was a good time.
You're smarter than a lord.
Now, Justin, we need to take a look at your collection, your Legion's collection, your AKA Legion's Lair.
Can we talk customs first?
Oh, yes.
Because I had something I wanted to show.
Yes, absolutely. You're a customizer.
I do some. When I have time, you know, and again, we talked about with this Curtis pre-show, man, some of you guys and in the community and the time that you guys have to do it, whew, kudos to you all. I mean, the time that it takes to make a custom figure, you know, work, family, all that stuff, and then carving out the time, that takes some serious time to do this stuff.
Yeah.
And talent, of course, too. So I try when I can. But I, you know, being friends with you guys for quite a while, and hold on, I just dropped a piece.
I knew you were a customizer because that's what we talked about at the table when we were at dinner in 21.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, the little time that you get to do it. But
here we go. I'll put the big screen. Oh, look at you.
Oh, come on now.
Look at
this. Is awesome. Wow. This.
Mike, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this, Michael?
Oh, knight him! We gotta knight him again!
Daniel, look at this. I can't hit the buttons fast enough, Daniel.
Go Buckeyes! Woo!
You will be knighted. That is right, you son of a biscuit. His name will be
We're
Brutus.
Bringing ball sports to Mythics.
His name will be Brutus.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Did you make a Fighting Irish one?
Oh, it's funny you asked that.
Notre Dame, baby.
Oh, baby. Let me get you back.
Oh, my God. What's that?
No.
Oh, he's getting peed on.
No.
Oh,
no. He built Brutus on purpose to piss on him.
Oh, that is great.
Dude.
He's getting peed on.
He's the leprechaun. Look at this. Look at him.
That is great.
Sorry.
That's great, dude.
So what was really cool, so segue, this is a mix of both of the Skeleton Legion builders, and I just painted the bone tone on the head to match the 1.0, and I mixed the parts. And what was really cool, this one has kind of like, you know, I don't know, does that come through on the camera? You can see the green.
Yeah, yep.
I tried to paint in there so you can get kind of the Buckeye look on that. And I tried to make the tones on this guy different. So it's, you know, a lighter silver here. And I think the uniform for the Buckeyes, the helmet being glossier kind of shines a little bit more. So it looked a little bit deeper and darker. But yeah.
Dude, that is really freaking cool.
Oh, well, you'll see it at Legion's Con. And then, like I said, the leprechaun, I just reached out to Jason Rodriguez because so this head and the hat came from Headhunter Customs.
Gotcha.
And I don't see them post much that anymore. I know they're still making stuff, and I know they're making them for somebody. I think he used to sell them himself, and he maybe still does. I haven't looked, but I didn't have a traditional leprechaun head. So I messaged Jason Rodriguez, and I think he's going to make a STL pack of some leprechaun heads now. But I used a lot of the Wolf King parts, though, for the gloves, and then for the feet. And I did like, you know, the mouse kind of custom parts that they do where they take off the shins and they plug the feet right in to where the knee goes, and they take off the wrist, and he's got the hands. I need to get a weapon for him, but I tried to colorize him like, you know, fighting Irish too,
Yeah,
or
dude, it looks,
lighter green, darker green. But it was a hell of a lot of fun.
great.
Oh yeah.
So those are two
Now,
of the customs. I wanted to show you that.
You've obviously seen Tanya's.
Oh, the Carolina ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Car Hills and her.
Yep, I did see all those, and she even didn't she take them on the campuses too and take the pictures?
She did.
She
did some good
really
pictures. Cool. Yeah, those were really cool.
We're bringing ball sports to Mythos.
Yeah, so, dude, I know Big Dub will be happy.
Heck yeah.
Justin, what started this creative outlet for you when it comes to customizing in the Legions community?
So it was a byproduct of COVID. It really was. You know, everybody was locked down. We were all at home, and I have a picture of it that I posted way back in the day, and I would you know, I could maybe fish that up or something, but I bought a bunch of customs. My daughter is into art, and we sat down and we painted customs together. So when I go around and do the tour of the room, I'll show you the two figures that we painted together. She did one, I did one. So it was really, you know, during the unfortunate times of COVID and all that, when everybody was locked down, I picked up starting to customize and, you know, seeing all the cool stuff that all the 3D parts makers are making. Again, we'll go back to me being a completionist to a fault and just buying way too much. Sorry for supporting you guys so much. I even said at one point, please, if you see me coming, stop me.
Yeah, go.
Yes.
Go.
But it was, yeah.
Come on.
So it was really like, you know, when everybody was fresh in the throes of COVID and everybody was locked down at home, I picked up that as a new hobby, and I love it. So it was super, super cool, super fun to do when I have the time to do it.
Oh yeah. Well, you're obviously talented, because it's not like it's good work.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun. The unfortunate thing with so these are the water slide decals, and I bought them off eBay, and they kind of bled a little bit. So you can see a little green, and I don't know if it comes through on the camera. There's a little green that came through off probably.
It's all right. It looks good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's
but
cool.
I tried to really capture like the helmet with the stripes and everything. So it was fun.
Looks fantastic.
And he's rocking Gorgo's axe right now. I thought it really
no, it works great.
Went really well with him.
Yeah.
Okay. So tour.
Tour.
All right. So we're gonna flip the cam. Let me grab this. We'll go to my Legions area first. Actually, let me back up to the door here.
Oh yeah, her.
Flip the camera.
There you go.
All right. So I was sitting at this desk this whole time. This is my little hobby desk I recently got a few years ago. So as we talked about parts, you know, I've got these thread racks that everybody gets, right? And I'm able to, so I've got two of the racks here. And then if I step aside and I scooch, all these bins are filled with mostly 3D printed parts. And it's not like one per slot either. It's too much. Hopefully someday I'll have the time to do it. Maybe I'll get to retire like Mike. But then as we walk around, got this big old sand table I built. So what this is, and I just did this at the beginning of spring. This is these garage racks that you can buy at stores that are typically, you know, 4 shelves high. So you can build them vertically or horizontally.
That's what Greg uses.
Yeah, I built 3 of I got 3 of these shelves, and I built them horizontally, and I covered the top with a tarp, and I put a bunch of sand down, and I made a Star Wars diorama out of it.
That is awesome.
Very cool.
Thank you. Yeah, so got my big old Katina back there, and
Damn.
but we'll move to the Legions. So when I first moved, we moved in this house right before COVID happened. And this room that I'm in right now is under my garage floor. So it's like a bonus room that the dude that lived here before, he worked in the big concrete slab industry that they do for, commercial buildings. And he put this down as his garage floor, and this room is underneath the garage, and he was in a band, and this is where he had his jam sessions. So I said, well, this is going to be the perfect room for my action figure collection.
Nice.
And yeah. So if we're going around, I guess we can first, since I was just recently talking about that, we can talk about the two figures that my daughter and I created. So when we did the customs, this is a My Action Figure Customs head, but she painted this guy. This was her custom. And it was real. I mean, it's a tough head to do for your first time. And then I did the trap jaw back here again with My Action Figure Custom parts.
Nice.
And one of my other ones, and I need to re-glue down Chitara's wig, but I did a lot of the Sebadam parts to make Thundercats customs.
Oh yeah, I like
so
that.
We got Lion-O, Chitara, Tigra, Panthro. Panthro I still got to make his weapons for. Eric Miller, customizer extraordinaire, of course, told me a great idea where I'm going to use some of these hammers, like Thump's hammer, and cut off the ends and use those for his nunchuckas. And we got Linkso and Jaga back there behind him. Linkso actually turned out being, he was one of my least favorite Thundercats, but one of my favorite ones that I ended up making, just because that head sculpt just captured so beautifully that Seba sculpted.
He's got sculpts.
Super. And I was so sad that he's, I'm sure he's doing other things in the industry, of course, toy industry. He does a lot more work. But sad to see him, closing down the shop, if you will.
Look at all those.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And this shelf, when I moved in 4 years ago, the Mythics were the first figures to go up on their shelf. And again, going back to talking about time, people having time to create all the stuff that they're doing everything, being on all the shows that they're on. I mean, I wish I just had even more time to straight up organize my room. There's a Zangief dwarf.
I was about to say, look at that little Zangief.
Yep, Zangief dwarf. Here's Arazak with his poo monster.
Damn.
I like that guy a lot. A lot of people don't like the Bryophytus, but
look at that though. You do the right stuff with them, it looks great.
That's one of my customs I did.
It looks badass.
There's the normal one. What do you want to see? What do you want to look at? Just keep doing what I'm doing?
Yeah, just keep going, baby. Keep going.
Okay. I don't want anyone to get bored or anything. I like this guy a lot. This was a Jason Rodriguez sculpt right here that I did.
That's cool.
It was just the detail that he was able to capture on that. And what was really cool was like learning how to, build all these shelves in this room the way that I did, building like the tiers so I can have figures kind of double stacked. And
got like a little riser type.
And the lighting, getting the LED lighting in here. I know a lot of people have this throne. I want to paint it someday. You can get them kind of off the bootleg aftermarket. I think it came from a Marvel Select figure originally, and then China bootlegged it. We got our Furious 5 here.
Cody Cat.
Was it cat piss? Is that what they call him?
I don't know if Cody's a drinker, but I got Cody a wall flask.
Yeah. He's like Jeremy says in the intro, the cat pissed on me or something like that. He says, so they call him Cat Piss. Oh, I like this guy a lot. This was a cool one.
Hiya. My name is
But
Froggy.
some of my favorite customs. So
It's the Arnold.
it's a lot of goblins. This was a Wolfie King
The
head.
Grinch.
Yep. Did he call it the snitch or the
snitch? Yeah, the snitch or whatever.
So oddly enough, like a lot of the goblins are my favorites for the customs that I've done. So he's a great one. And then Von Burke. This was it Legion's Con 21 that we went to. This was an exclusive that he made for that, the turkey head goblin. So I absolutely love that sculpt. It's definitely one of my favorite 3D parts sculpts that somebody's made. And then this My Action Figure Customs one was cool too.
I love that one.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Oh, yeah. It's just so much
fun. I
tried
to buy that one off Eric Miller, but I missed it.
And it's a Mephidor head, body largely painted up. Great
Looks
figure.
Great.
Thank you. But yeah, Arnold.
Look at him.
With his hair sweeping.
You do a great Arnold. Look at him. He's saying, "Get the hell out of my way, Degen. You son of a biscuit."
Look at this guy.
Yeah. Is that guy from Hellboy?
Pan's Labyrinth, but another same director, Guillermo del Toro. Is that Guillermo del Toro?
I see darkness back there.
Yeah, dude, that movie probably one of the reasons why I love dwarves so much, right? I mean, yeah, that movie Legend back in the day when we were young.
It's funny you said that. I felt like the mask you were wearing when you put on the goblin mask looked like something from freaking
Blix, the goblin, right? And that's one of the reasons why I love Snag so much, because he has that kind of Blix vibe from the Legend with that nose and everything. Friggin' love that movie. I love movies that have practical effects, right? And that's just definitely one of the reasons it sticks with you. Joe Vassapolo showed these he had these at Legion's Con. Can't remember who the maker is of these, but two-headed wolf. Got one there and one here. And he had like goblins riding on them, so I picked those up.
That's cool.
So I'll do that at some point in time. Those are really cool. Some figures have fallen over. You can see Red Death, he fell over here. I tried to set things up.
Of course he did.
Yeah, unfortunately. That's just a goblin I kind of pieced together for the time being.
He's cool.
Yeah. And then I recently made this guy. I know somebody got on me for the upside down cross, but I mean, it was an existing robe. I didn't make it. It came with a wrestling figure. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm not going to, talk about that. We won't go on to that. But I need to reorganize all these shelves. Like I said, it comes down to time, and we keep getting new figures. 4-H is doing a great job with production. We're getting figures in a great time frame now. Got Cosmics on this. These guys, whoo!
Yeah, those combatants are cool.
They're pretty darn sweet. So this Ambira Jumjira. This guy definitely, he could have probably been up there in my top 5 too. I love him.
Kanox.
Yep, he's fantastic.
No, that's not Kanox. That's what's his name?
It's
goodness.
Say his name.
No, it's
Novian.
So
Novian.
Novian Lean.
Novian Lean. Mean
So
Lean Novian.
That's a snapshot, like I said. So if I take a step back, I mean, I wanted when I moved in here and I built this wall, I wanted Legions to kind of be like front and center, and then I built this giant sand table. So it's still there.
Wow. He says, "Show the barge."
The barge.
That's cool that's in the middle of it. Like it's literally you're surrounded by figures.
Yeah, and I'm going to put a bunch of figures on here at some point in time, open it up, do all that stuff, trying to recreate. I've got one of the skiffs out right now. I've got another one. I haven't opened it yet.
So is that the Legacy Millennium Falcon?
Yes,
Big
the
boy?
BMF, the big Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. Yep. That's awesome.
So I guess since we're talking Star Wars, we'll go to my Star Wars wall next. So this is my Star Wars wall.
Holy shit.
Yeah, mostly. So the bottom two shelves are mostly not Star Wars, but the top three are. So this is all 4-inch, and I've got these, as you can see on this shelf, I've got these on 3 tiers instead of my Mythic, since they're 6-inch, 7-inch figures. Those are on 2 tiers. But
Jabba.
So cool, man.
And you know,
this is a nice setup. Justin.
Thank you.
It is very nice, very clean.
Though, I mean, and you know, looking at these figures that we're looking at right now, I mean, this is a big part of why I became an action figure toy collector. These costumes, these practical effects. You know, I say that till I'm blue in the face. I loved that as a child. It was just so cool to me. That they were able to do all these things. Like Woof right here is just fantastic looking design, character, yak face, a Font Mon. You know, they're all super cool. And then I'm a nerd because I know their names.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
You got to know their names.
So I started it, like I've got it organized up here, like Clone Wars, the animated series, kind of starts off the collection. And then it goes down, you know, I did all the animated stuff. So I guess it's not necessarily chronological order, because then it goes Phantom Menace over here.
That's wow. Is that
into Attack of the Clones? And you can see that end of the. Oh, I'm in the shadow right here. Sorry, like the Geonosis, where all the Jedi come in. They do their fighting, do their deal. And then we'll skip ahead here. So these, do you guys know what this is?
That looks like from the movie or the show. Shit, it looks like the Game of Thrones freaking ogres.
Nope, it's the Gorax from the Ewoks Caravan.
Oh no shit!
You remember that?
God.
Yes.
Core memory unlocked. So I can't remember. So these are on Etsy. This guy, he sculpted them. He prints them and he paints them and he sells them. So I got the Gorax up here because he's so tall. I don't want anyone to touch him so he breaks. But then his big dog beast right here.
Okay.
The Ewoks were fighting. And then from the Battle for Endor, he did some prints of Noah and Sindel and Teak. And
wow.
Yeah, so these were all 3D prints, and then the Witch Girl back here. So these are on Etsy if anybody's looking for this stuff and they're Star Wars fan. They're super cool.
Any articulation to them?
No, they're all 3D prints.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
they look great though.
If they made them, I'd buy them, that's for sure, because those movies when I was a kid, again, costumes and all that, whew, I loved it. A lot of Star Wars comics figures right here. But I guess we'll move on from Star Wars. Maybe not. Oh, we'll check out these guys too. What were these guys called from Rogue One? These black troopers, Death Squad or Death Troopers. Who didn't love Rogue One? Did you guys see it?
I loved Rogue One. I liked how it was made.
Fantastic movie.
Really was.
Okay, so then next shelf is largely Marvel for the Marvel Universe 3 3/4 4-inch figures. And so again, that goes down.
Why are you holding me?
That movie was fantastic. I laughed so hard, and so many people didn't catch all the jokes, right? And I was just dying.
Yeah, I just watched it in the movie theater last night.
Oh my gosh.
And it was hilarious. I was laughing, and I noticed there was a lot of people that weren't laughing, and I'm like, why aren't they laughing? But whatever.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, go out and run, go see it.
It's like, why is Thor holding me?
Indiana Jones figures that they made.
Dude.
Mula Ram with the Om Nom Shiva burning the heart.
Now, why didn't they make him in the 6-inch version?
No kidding.
Like, what the hell?
Why?
You made like 10 Indiana Joneses, you made everything else, but you didn't make him?
Yeah.
Didn't make any sense.
They were fun figures. These were fun figures.
Yeah, those are cool.
And then I've got the McQuarrie Star Wars figures here from the concept art.
Yep.
And then let's see here. Oh, Straight Poop helped make these what were they called? Space Force figures. There's 47 right there. We'll call them Agent 47.
Nice.
Moving on.
Nice.
And then these zombie figures, I can't remember the company that made these, but these were super fun. Back in my, everybody was crazy about the Walking Dead days. Those were super cool. And then from here down is all G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I know you love the G.I. Joe and your many seamen that you have, Brad.
Yeah, I have. I'm all in on the classifieds. And
how many shipwrecks do you have though in the 3 3/4?
101.
101.
101 shipwrecks.
Is that where you stopped then?
Yeah. I actually thought I had 100, and then I counted, and I was like, oh, I guess I got 101. So I just stopped. I just stopped there.
Awesome.
Oh, and there's the walker.
Damn. That thing's big.
It is big. That's what she said. Then my wrestlers. And I got the 80s, 90s guys at eye level here just because I like how they display.
Undertaker will destroy you.
I like how they display, and I love the colors, right? There he is for you.
Oh, yeah. Undertaker.
Oh, bearer.
Destroy you. The Legion of Doom.
I mean, these guys just display so cool because of all their colors. Back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, there's the ultimate warrior. Macho Man.
Ooh, yeah.
With the rocket fuel.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, Elizabeth. Yeah. Hogan.
Those eyes.
Damn, what's up with Hogan?
He's coked out there, I think.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Brother.
Yeah, there's a macho holding the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
And I put Big Pun in there Big Pun to wrestle with him.
Wow.
I could do this.
Collection.
Yeah, we got Super 7 now, and a lot of 4-H sculpts in here, right?
Some turtles. I like turtles.
Yeah, I don't know where the 4-H sculpts start and stop. I know they did quite a bit for Super 7. I mean, this guy Wingnut is incredible. Probably my favorite from when I was a kid for Turtles, then and even now in this sculpt is Muckman. I mean, he's just insane looking.
Well, you're getting called out for Lair of the Year.
Oh, hell yeah.
Lair of the Year. I think Curtis might be onto something. That you might be a Lair of the Year.
Wow.
And Mutagen Man was super awesome.
I love that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The glow in the dark one's cool.
Yeah.
And those things glow like you would not believe.
They do have good glow that they put into this stuff.
Yeah.
So we got these Fresh Monkey Santas. I love the pirate one. Did
you get the Cyborg Terminator one?
I did not. That was one I did not get. I think I ordered. So no, it was the original Santa I ordered, like the classic Santa, and they sent me that one on accident. And then they were sold out of the original, so I got the version 2. I just haven't opened it yet. And then, do you remember these? The G.I. Joe Sigma 6?
Oh, yeah.
So those are, these were one of my toys that I got my son that he absolutely loved, and I just recently put them back up for display. Really cool designs.
Yeah, they were cool.
Absolutely, they're fun, chunky, weird, different, and then like 7 inches, so bigger bodies. Here's a big stack of boxes of shit I haven't opened yet.
Wow, you're worse than me.
Oh, this isn't all of it. That's just a little. And I slowed down opening stuff because of my channel, because I'm just opening for the picture. So I'm gonna build a turtle diorama over here for NECA primarily. Gotcha. So I'm gonna do the street scene, and then I'm gonna do the Ramen Toys sewer dio. When they do that, and then up here, this top shelf is all NECA Predator.
Predators.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah, Predators. You got the big red.
Big red. I like the orange one a lot. Who's the Comic-Con, I think, one way back in the day.
Yeah. So you got the Wasp.
Yep. They were in that little short movie that they made.
Ahab. See, I like that gold-faced one. That's one of my favorites.
This one right here?
No, the one Predator with the gold. He has the alien on his chest.
Oh yeah. That was. Oh no, this one. I'm sorry.
Yes, that one right there. Yeah, he's cool.
Hell yeah! I mean, if I can remember these guys' names, right? But
so many. Laser shot.
Dutch. There you go.
Look at them smoking the little stogies.
So this version of Arnold, I'll have to share it with you guys. NECA, I don't know if you remember, if you followed them on Twitter, but back in the day, Randy from NECA would do like picture competitions. And he did a photo competition for people to dress up like Arnold here. And I got my son, and we covered him all with mud, and we sent it in and recreated this figure. And he got second place for the photo competition with NECA on Twitter, dressing up like Arnold there. So it was super cool and a fun memory.
That's awesome. Yeah. Predators are cool.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the designs are awesome. And they got the trophy room back there. From the second.
I can't believe I just missed the damn bone throne.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, I should have grabbed it, but I didn't.
Was it up for pre-order again?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then a couple of the indie figures I've opened, and then from there down's all classified on that shelf. And Valaverse. Those are
so yeah, it looks like you got some Valaverse up there.
Some Valaverse up here.
Oh my goodness.
She's underrated. She was a great figure. This guy's fantastic. I didn't think I'd love so talking about Joe's, remember how I said I love the bad guys, right? But what G.I. Joe has accomplished here with this classifieds line, I am flipping, and I'm starting to love, and maybe it's because I'm older, I don't know, but I'm starting to love the good guys and their designs and everything that the classified team has done with the Joes.
I feel like the good guys have more, like some of the bad guys look similar.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like some of their designs, but the good guys all have different shit. I don't know. I guess I can't say that too much, but
it's just really weird for me to be able to say that. I loved the bad guys when I was a kid, and now I'm starting to like these good guys and the designs, and maybe it's just the creative takes that they've taken with them, liberties that they've taken with
Hasbro's done a good job sculpting those at 6 inches.
This guy right here,
that was my favorite figure as a kid, with Naugahyde. Yeah,
this classifieds version spectacular.
I just got him.
Figure of the year material for me.
And you got them. Hey, you got them too.
I got two.
You got two.
He got two.
You got two.
And then we got NECA Gremlins.
Those are cool. I like that little gremlin in the car.
This was one of my. This was actually when I started adult collecting again. The NECA Gremlins was one of my first lines that I started kind of purchasing for myself. I know that our boy Chris, the Straight Poop, he sculpted Greta here. And I didn't realize that until recently, and it's just fantastic work. We got, and the NECA made 3 different versions out of this Greta figure. So we got the wedding one from the end of the movie, and then kind of like the Berlin.
Mike, what did Chris Durant call straight poop, stupendous poop?
Oh, I cannot remember.
I think it was stupendous poop. I loved it. Dude, you see that It figure?
Oh. Terrifying.
I seen some people. Isn't there another head sculpt to that?
Yeah, he had like 3 probably.
They take that body with the closed mouth head sculpt, and they've turned it into a Homie Don't Play That custom.
Homie the Clown?
Homie the Clown, yes. It's great. Pinhead. What the freaking Pinhead?
And then I like these American Werewolf figures were really cool. Planet of the Apes, I still need to see the most recent one, but I love that movie. I love Koba. Oh yeah. These Rocky figures.
NECA Rockies, yeah.
They were awesome.
And America.
He's probably one of my favorites out of that whole lineup.
Dylan.
How they captured it.
He dies.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Rocky getting blasted. And then
oh yeah.
If I'm taking too much time, stop me.
Oh no.
Okay.
Look, Arnold is in front of Stallone.
Yes. I'm watching The Boys right now. Have you guys watched that?
I have watched a few little bits and pieces, but I'm not up to par.
That's a great show. Keep going.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I just finished I think the 4th episode of season 4.
Okay, there you go. You got Vesquez.
So yeah, from here on down is all Aliens figures. So these are kind of like Kenner tribute Vasquez figures.
There's Dutch.
Let's see here. I got that freak show.
That's cool. I wanted that.
Yes. The Loader. That was such, one of my favorite movies from my childhood is watching Aliens and the Marines, and again, practical effects, designs, costumes. Absolutely fantastic movie. And then Pacific Rim.
Damn.
Another great movie.
Wow. This boy went straight Pacific Rim on him.
Yeah. You don't see too many people talking about these.
Justin has Toys R Us in his house.
Goodness.
What's that?
Curtis says Justin has Toys R Us in his house.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Yeah.
But then I see Jesse's videos or Cullen's videos. I'm like, holy shit, I thought I had a lot.
Yeah, Colin's got a lot. Colin had quite a bit.
Yeah. And then these are kind of rounding out the shelves here are like the NECA retro figures, the cloth figures.
Oh, gotcha. The little taller figures.
A little taller, and they got the cloth. And then I got a couple, can't remember. What's the other? The Mego brand, like Killer Clown.
Yeah. Killer Clowns, yeah.
So, but wait, there's more. So that was this room. Still time? I'll keep the next.
You have more rooms?
Oh, yeah. This is a Jeremy DeWitt piece that I got from
that's a Jeremy DeWitt.
I love it.
That was at MesquiteCon.
Yep, that's where I got it. Sorry. But moving on, I'm going to open the door here, going into my basement. Unopened figures galore. So boxes. And this is now we're kind of moving into my action
figures.
Yeah, we're going into my action figure minute realm area. So this is where I do my photos in this big light box that I purchased off Amazon. I do my little my turntable in there and the light box, and I do it all from my iPhone. Let me turn the light on in there. No, I'm not gonna do that. I have to get up and do stuff. And then all the boxes that are behind it, these are primarily all unopened Mythic figures for customs and all sorts of things. Yeah, I got a problem. And then I won't go through this whole room, but this is my secondary overflow room where I've got the Marvel Legends and Marvel Legends and Masters of the Motu Classics.
Damn.
So we'll go to the Four Horsemen sculpts down here.
Crap.
Yeah. So the Motu Classics. And this is where I fell in love with Four Horsemen, kind of circling back to it all. I mean, the work that they did here, these big beefy bucks.
Oh my God.
They're fun. They're awesome. They're toyetic.
They are.
Like with Emil, this is one of my favorites right here, Trapjaw. This Beastman I won from Cullen and in one of his waffles.
Really?
Yeah. That's where and Cullen, I met way back in the day, back from, online with Lucky Legends. It's kind of a Motu group. I don't know if you guys ever seen it or heard about it.
I've heard of it, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, because Jackie and Chris and all those people, they're all belong, and they had the kind of like a group that showed up at the con. But yeah, lots of Motu and then my marbles. So anyway, I know this is going on. This is going on way too long.
Wow.
Curtis says, can Justin adopt me? Insane.
Okay, well, I got to tell you, Nate Strong has nothing on Justin. You got to have a mansion yourself. This is insane.
What was it that Emil said about Nate Strong? The rich people house or something? What did he say?
I don't know, man.
I can't remember.
This is crazy.
Jonathan says, I
hear
you.
All different kinds of lines, too.
Yeah, it's again, going back to my saying, I'm a completionist to a fault. So it's a problem.
Jonathan says, Hedgehog Action, we are not worthy.
Thanks, John.
Wow, this
says, what figure stands are you using?
Oh, that's a great question. And anytime somebody brings these up, I always hype them. So these are from take off Pretty Boy right here. And not no! They went down the back. They went down the back and everything. So these stands, I use these for our Mythics, NECA. I mean, the various figures that need them. It says the branding on here. This is smalljoes.com.
Oh, okay.
So
just
they
like
make
a hexagon.
It's a hexagon figure, so you can kind of, even stack the figures. There goes another one. You could stack the figures, on the hexagon shape, if you will, just kind of like so they're staggered and they're not all lined up. So I don't use them for all the figures, but just the ones that I feel like need it. And they've got different foot pegs on it and different diameters, so they fit various action figures.
Yeah, so you can pose them in different stuff or stand them different ways.
And they're cheap as hell. I use
the little ones. I use smalljoes.com for
your Joes.
My 3 3/4.
Yeah, and they're great. I've got a lot of those for my Star Wars and all that too, in my Joes. So yeah, if people need to get a ton of stands and they want them on the cheap, I absolutely stress going to smalljoes.com, and you can buy an insane amount for not a ton of money.
Damn.
Yep. Wow. All right. Should I stop?
So much.
Oh.
Hey, there I am again. Oh, and this is before I collected action figures. That was my other bad habit, collecting DVDs.
Okay. I mean, everybody kind of does that, right? I mean,
I used to work. So before I was a teacher and when I was in college, I worked at Best Buy, and picking up a movie quite frequently and was another bad habit. So I'd buy movies a lot.
I was weird. I was one of those guys that people would try to burn me a CD, and I'm like, no, I want to buy the CD because I want the CD. I want to look at it and see it. I want to read it.
Funny you say that. Hold on.
He's like, I have all the CDs.
These are all burned movies.
Oh.
And all these wallets. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, that's nice, dude. Yeah, I would have to say, someone says great lair tour.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I didn't want to bore anybody. There's a lot to look at. That's for sure.
If I remember correctly, Colin had us going for a long time.
Oh my gosh!
Colin was going room to room to room,
yes.
And then he's like, and then here's the stuff in my bathroom, and I'm like, dude, he's got displays in the bathroom.
Was it him that had him? I know Jesse had him in the bathroom. Colin had him in the bathroom too.
Colin had him everywhere. He just went from Colin could have said he went for more. Like he's like, I could go for hours. There's still a lot of stuff left.
We need to have a kind of like a self-help group or something.
We might have to bring Colin back on for a recap. I'm sure he's added or upgraded, and we don't even have to ask him questions because we've already asked him. We'll just say, give us the tour.
I know Colin.
That's a collection.
I know Colin doesn't. He watches a lot. Thanks, Jeff. I know a lot of Colin watches a lot of reruns. So if he might not be watching now, but he'll catch it.
He does. Yeah, he watches a lot of reruns.
And sorry if I've missed a bunch of the comments too. I've had the camera switch, so I didn't see.
Yeah, Curtis has a nice, clean setup behind him with all his detofs. Curtis looks good too.
And for people that are collecting, this takes time. I mean, I've lived in this.
It doesn't happen overnight.
No, my God, we've lived in this house almost 5 years now, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be with putting this and organizing it all.
Yeah,
I'm getting there. I'm getting close.
I mean, this used to be a spare bedroom for guests that never came over to the house. So I said, hey, let's get rid of that bed.
They're gone. No more guests.
No more guests. And it's a toy room now. So yeah, that's what we have. That's what we have.
Well, come see us all at Legion's Con.
Yeah, that was epic. It really was. It was epic.
Thank you.
It was epic.
That I got to tell you, that was so impressive. It is.
Thank you. Open your toys, right? Have fun with them.
To be committed to that many different toy lines and a completionist. Okay. Everybody, it's time to ask Justin questions. My first question.
Let me hook my phone back up here. Go ahead.
How did you come up with the cash to buy that many figures and be a completionist? That is insane.
Foot picks.
What did you say? What's that one thing on the internet they do?
Feet picks
or something?
OnlyFans, feet picks, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just hustling and finding deals, I don't really buy it. I mean, other than Mythics, I don't really buy a lot of stuff at retail. I wait and find sales and coupons, and it's still a lot, of course. I mean, it's a freaking lot. I understand that completely.
That is huge. That's impressive, brother.
Yeah.
Impressive. And I got another question.
We need a good economy. Oh, wait, sorry.
We do. As a kid, what toy lines did you collect, and what toy lines had the most influence on you?
G.I. Joe would definitely be again, going back to my brother and I talking, when we played, we collected Star Wars, we collected Motu, we collected Thundercats. I have Thundercats over here in this kind of unfinished area. I like the Super 7 ones too. But G.I. Joe would definitely be the top one. I mean, at my parents' house, we would take over the entire basement. And, the bad guys would start over here, the good guys would start over there, and they'd meet in the middle. And yeah, it was, I got to do that, Dub. I got to go into that insurance. I've heard about all that and the collection insurances, and I really need to do that someday.
Prevention.
God, yes.
Yes, Justin, we're all here for you.
Thank you.
It's a thing. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. Anybody with any questions whatsoever for Justin, throw them up in the feed and Brad will add.
I'm going to ask a question. What are your predictions, or maybe not predictions? What are you, or is there anything you're looking forward to this G-Con reveal?
Dragon. If there's not a dragon, I think that the 4-H need to run and head for the hills if they don't, or if they're not unveiling a dragon. I think the people
what
want
you're
it.
saying is, if there's no dragon, everyone's just going to drop the mic and we're just going to walk out and leave.
There's going to be a riot if there's no dragon. I think it's a fever pitch. You know, everybody, Year of the Dragon, all that stuff.
Could you imagine? And now we're all talking dragon. Can you imagine if we show up and there's no dragon? For real, no dragon.
No dragon. As good as in our pre-order.
Are you still going to smile at Jeremy and Eric when no dragon?
Yes. Because we all know that they're doing one, and we all know that whatever they're going to put out is going to be absolute fire.
It's going to be fire.
I can't
I'd
wait.
say probably my biggest expectations, and I said this last year too, was Otho version 2 and a dragon. So I still maintain that I feel like that's what we're going to see this year at G-Con.
Okay. Otho version 2 and a dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
100% right.
You heard it here in the lair.
Those are two of them. I think with the dragon, they will have to have a small figure.
I thought about that too, like packed in with it.
Well, I'm thinking if the dragon goes $400, and that would be cheap for something that size.
Mm-hmm.
It goes about $400. You're probably looking at maybe 4-5 figures to go with it. Then you're talking about a $600 all in.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about the dragons and what we're all kind of expecting, and you know, we hopefully our expectations aren't out of line with what we get, or not irrational, or whatever you want to say. But I mean, if we look at the Super 7 Tiamat dragon that they just showed off at San Diego Comic-Con, it's a beautiful sculpt. I love it. I want it.
It is.
It's $300 though, and it's vinyl, and it's like a 5-point of articulation.
Yeah.
$300. Good Lord. They're going to blow it out of the water.
Stoat just brought something to my attention that I thought, well, is this possible? Let's read Stoat's comment. Well, I clicked the wrong one. Dragon will be a surprise reveal at the Horseman table. Could you imagine if the dragon is already produced and they have them? And could you imagine them not revealing a G-Con dragon, not saying anything, and people are like, no dragon, and they show up Saturday with there's the freaking dragon to buy. Walk home with it.
Stoat, I've had those same thoughts, Stoat. You know, they had their big clearance sale out of that warehouse to make room for something,
Think
right?
about it.
Yeah, they made room for something. George and Chris and everybody and Jim went over to China for something. You know, could have been regular production. It could have been a special project.
I've
had those conspiracy theory thoughts too. That
that they pre-produced or pre-made that dragon without pre-orders to know how many.
That would be pretty crazy too. I mean, obviously there's a financial commitment there for them, and it's a small company and all that too.
That would be it would be insane if they did, and shocking if they did, and if they didn't, that's perfectly fine too, given all the other, I mean, the way that their business model is. Yeah.
It's not live, Kent. It's not live. This is a pre-recording. You're hearing this a week. I knew you were going to say this, so I'm just saying it a week from.
I think it's a fever dream, really.
Yeah. This isn't even real. Go back to bed. Kent, it's recorded. You missed the live.
You found the bottom of the Jameson bottle.
Since if we have no more questions, I think we still have a giveaway.
Oh, let's do it.
because Curtis Ackerman was so kind to donate a skeleton. Now, you're not going to get this skeleton that says, think about it. Use your head. This is your brain. This is your brain on Mythics. Use it wisely. You're going to get a brand new one from Curtis Ackerman. So, look.
I haven't opened mine yet.
So Justin has one there. Yes, that's what you will get. Kent is here. Oh, look, Curtis is still here too.
Coitus.
Curtis, if you still have the link, you can come back on. We'll say.
Hell yeah, Curtis, jump in if you want.
Curtis is everywhere. You miss Curtis. He was here. But yes, we can do a giveaway. Let's do. I already had it set up from earlier. Can I share this? Share. Inevitable. Did I spell that right? I think I spelled it.
You did.
What did it cost? Everything.
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
Hashtag inevitable. That's right. You hashtag inevitable. And if you don't know how to spell it, I spelled it for you.
Right there.
Right there. Yes, the first person. Jordan, inevitable. And yes, have the opportunity to win a nice sold out, never see again skeleton.
Does that really make my eyes big?
It does a little bit. Inevitable. All of you people are inevitable, you son of a bitches.
These are really cool. If people haven't bought these and they're doing customs, they were super cheap on Amazon. Somebody in the Cabal showed them off quite a bit ago. These glasses.
Nice. I need a pair of those.
Props to
so, what are some things that we should be wary of Legion's Con? Maybe not drinking as much. Or should we make sure we drink water in between our drinks?
Yeah, I think somebody said for every drink you have a bottle of water.
Hold on. I'll put you on here. Hold on.
Did that one do better?
Yeah, you're right.
Look up more. Look up.
Oh damn! That reminds me of like Rick Moranis.
When he's looking at the Honey, I
Shrunk the Kids.
He does look like Bubbles from
Ricky Julian.
How many entries do we have, Brian Johnson?
Let me go look. I got so many tabs up here. How many people are on there? 23. Okay, so we're getting there. Drink baby juice instead.
Yeah, the electrolytes, right?
Yeah. I'm like RoboCop. I like to eat baby food. It's baby food.
Well, how about this? While we're waiting for those, is there going to be a new statue this year? Have we talked about that? Yeah, like we had Kurzog at the show, the life size.
Oh, okay.
Has anybody talked about that? What speculations would you have for that? What guesses?
You know what? They've done a cosmic. They've obviously done mythic. Do you think they'll do a figure obscura?
Well, they got two cosmic, right? Two cosmics.
Technically, they have two cosmics.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him do a figure obscura.
Atlas.
Atlas would be
pretty sweet.
Atlas would make the most sense.
Yeah, that would
be pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he technically is the character in the whole thing, from my understanding. He is the big. So I would love.
What if they did an Aether one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Any of the Dark Four would be.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them do a troll and have it inside the room, the ballroom, because it has to be bigger than the ogre, right? So if you did a troll, it has to be bigger than Kurzog. So
the troll guarding all the
in-stock dragons. Have them in the ballroom.
All the in-stock dragons that the troll is protecting.
Brad and Mike know statues now. Damn right we do.
Yeah.
Seriously, if they do it again next year, go back and check
it. Twitterhead. We know them all.
Nice.
Not really. We'll just call Marcos.
Dude,
Dragon.
if they would make for Legion's Con this year Scapular 2 as one of those big life-size things, that would rock. Not going to happen because I think they would go with one of the Dark 4 or Atlas.
Yeah,
Probably.
I'd say I'd lean that way. Yeah.
All right. We're at 18. You guys ready for this? Who's
Do it.
ready for the giveaway? All right.
2 hours and 40 minutes. Woo.
3, 2, 1. Who's gonna win? A skeleton. Warlock.
Jordan.
Jordan.
He just won the best figure in the entire line.
The
Yes.
hottest figure out at the moment.
You won.
Purple Gang Gang, baby.
Purple Gang Gang, baby.
Let's do it.
That's great. Congratulations.
Oh my.
Yeah. Woo!
Hey, there's a little finger, a thumb hand came up.
Hold on.
See if anything happens.
Come on, Apple.
All right. Someone said if you moon them, it'll do something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, geez.
Yes, I almost had him.
So close.
I know. Damn, I just sent him
Dude.
a package today.
I got to tell you, the Skeleton Legion Builder 2 is the best figure in the line to date.
Really?
That's
Broke
because
one earlier today on accident.
has not come out and Scapular 2 hasn't come out. But right now, this figure is amazing.
This is my first one. I haven't opened him yet.
I did no pee.
No kidding.
No, I just got it the other day when I was out of town. So
put up 2 peace signs. Put up 2 peace signs. See what happens.
Confetti.
Wow.
So Jordan said he broke a skeleton today. He snapped the neck peg. So this is how karma is, I guess. This is great karma because it comes back to you. This is what the community does.
Yeah, I mean, there's this hip. I don't want to put. I want to heat that up. That one.
Yeah.
And that shoulder got moving. But yeah, this is nice.
Look,
yeah,
it's nice,
very nice.
Yeah, look, very nice.
So,
that's nice.
Who do we have next week or 2 weeks from now, Brad?
Oh, yeah, who's coming?
Yeah, let's see here. We got on August 27th at 7 o'clock, episode 18, the Legion's Lair guest will be none other than the great photography of Brett Stoddard.
Ooh.
We haven't talked about Brett Stoddard's talented pictures, photography, so we're going to make sure we do that.
Somebody needs to do a final form pelvicus. Paint this guy red.
Oh, naked form. Yeah. And put him in a cauldron.
Yes. Final form, powered up pelvicus.
Love it.
Isn't that figure just amazing?
It's very cool. I mean, the posability again, and I haven't even heated it up. There's one, so the only thing is this one hip. I don't want to force it.
Yeah.
And then I start doing it, but I'm going to stop.
Faucet. You could just call 4H to give you a new one.
A little too much there. It's locked in by a little paint. I want to hit that. But otherwise,
I'll be like, there's a video. Justin was on it. He didn't break it. It just happened.
I mean, every other point of articulation, no issue. And not that it's an issue. It's just got probably a little bit of paint on there that needs freed up.
Boom Boom Hole, you can take off his tailbone and put a boom.
Oh, you can. Look at it. It's a bung hole.
Can you like plug maybe an arm in there so it looks like Travis is hanging dong?
It's like a little penis. Like a little pecker bone.
It is.
Oh my gosh. Well, guys, is that a show?
All right. Yes, sir. 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, we went way over tonight, but that's
Well,
okay.
there's still 21 people watching, so they love
Dude,
us.
you just made another hand. Oh
Which
my
one?
God.
He's doing
Hey, thank you so much, Justin, man.
It was
for
fun.
The show and hanging with us.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys don't get canceled. Sorry.
No,
We're not going to get canceled. Do you think we'll get canceled with middle fingers?
No. We're allowed to do whatever we want now.
Nice.
We're big league around here now. We do what we
We just
want.
can't play like commercial music.
Well, hopefully, I thought when I played the fight songs, hopefully, I'm like, oh, hopefully that doesn't do something.
It has to be so many seconds in a row.
Right.
You know, so if you got 20 or 30 seconds.
That's what I'm able to do with those shorts too, because they have on YouTube, it's a shorts policy where as long as it's not going over, I think 60 seconds, not every song, but a lot of the songs, that's how YouTube has gotten around and paid the
that's how TikTok
the artist and TikTok. Yeah, that's how they're paying the artist now.
60 seconds.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Fiend. Let you guys go to bed.
It was like watching an episode of Deadpool and Wolverine. I think they said it 119 times or something.
Yeah. Go.
All right, people. I love you. We appreciate you. We thank you.
Bye.
We'll see you in a couple weeks, people.